Hello, 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 coolies. How are we doing? It's a big game tonight at the Spotify Camp Nou. We face the Lions of Bilbao, led by our former coach, Ernesto Valverde. They've had a great start to the season, and they will definitely be a tough opponent. We're going to go to the Spotify Camp Nou and talk to our pitch-side reporter, Bruno Ballester, because, Bruno, Xavi has introduced some variations in the lineup today.
Yes, hello and good evening, everyone. Big game today at the Spotify Camp Nou. It's Barça Athletic Club. After the good feelings against Villarreal last Thursday, let's see if this good dynamic can continue after the negative results a week ago. Yes, Robert, some interesting changes in the lineup as you have there on your screens. We assume it's going to be a 4-3-3 today with Ter Stegen in goal, with Sergi Roberto, Koundé, Eric Garcia and Valde forming the back four. In midfield, let's hear the question, but we assume it's going to be Busquets, Pedri and Frenkie de Jong. And up front, Gavi, Lewandowski and Ousmane Dembélé. Gavi, we assume that he's going to be there in the left wing, trying to stop, of course, Nico Williams, one of the most informed players of Athletic Club and of LaLiga Santander. But careful, because in the official sheet of the game, LaLiga sheet of the game, it's Pedri is the one who is up front. So we'll have to see in the end the final way of playing. But I mean, taking into account all the past and what we've been seeing, we assume that can be Gavi. That possibility in the left to stop, of course, Nico Williams, that is a really fast player and a tough one. But we'll have to wait until kick-off, that it's 9 p.m. Central European time. Robert, we're really excited here at the Spotify Camp Nou with a fantastic atmosphere before facing a classic in LaLiga Santander, Barça Athletic Club.
Yes, Bruno, we'll come back to you in a second. Lots to talk about with these variations that Xavi has introduced into the lineup. So let's head over to the couches to talk to Irati Vidal and Spencer Siegel. Irati, Spencer, nice to be here on the back of a win, that 3-0 convincing win against Villarreal. Today we see some interesting changes in the lineup that Xavi's put there.
Yeah, as Bruno mentioned, we will have to see how Pedri and Gavi plays. But I think it's clear, even if he plays up front or in the midfield, is to stop Nico Williams, which is the most dangerous player now in Athletic Club de Bilbao. Athletic Club de Bilbao, that with Ernesto Valverde, the former Barça coach, has improved a lot this season. They are playing well, but they know Camp Nou is not an easy game and an easy place to win. So let's hope we start the week that is coming ahead with good news today.
And you can let us know your thoughts on the lineup as well. Rate it from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. On the live chat, let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think of this starting 11 that Xavi has picked. Send in your comments. And Spencer, let me know your thoughts on this lineup.
This is what you said. Maybe it was Bruno who said that this starting 11 is what we believe it's going to look like. But there's really no telling what Xavi's going to do with this one, because Gavi did play in this position a couple of times last year. And if I'm being impartial, I would say he was much better in the midfield. Not that he was bad, but that just seemed more natural for him to be in the midfield than on the wing. But with 4 essential midfielders out there, and then Dembélé and Lewandowski playing off of that, it can look really it can look much different than what it looks like on our screen.
Keep your ratings coming on the live chat. Let us know from 1 to 10. Do you like the lineup? What would you have done today to face Athletic Club? What's the general consensus, Spence?
Yeah, right now I'm seeing 10s, an 8.9 from Abdullah, a 10 from Roni. I see it's very, very good from Souleymane Dramé. And one person is asking, why is Ansu Fati not starting after the brilliant game that he had against Villarreal?
It's a good question. Very good question. I was assuming that we were going to ride the Ansu wave for today's game as well, but he's coming off of the bench. We'll see if he plays in the second half. Let's hope so, because he played very well against Villarreal and also at the Santiago Bernabeu as well. Today, we face Athletic Club de Bilbao, a team that's had a very good start to the season, Bruno, in spite of their latest results.
Yes, really good start of the season under new manager Ernesto Valverde, former Barça coach. Of course, he knows really well Athletic Club. It's his second era there, and things have started really well for Athletic Club. It's going to be a tough game, and let's just check and see the lineup today selected by Ernesto Valverde with Unai Simón in goal, with a back four of De Marcos, Geray, Íñigo Martínez and Yuri Berchiche. Back after his injury, he's back in the starting lineup also. Kind of 5 midfielders there with Nico, Zárraga, Vesga, Ander Herrera and Berenguer, and up front Iñaki Williams. Yes, the main weapons to stop both the Williams brothers, but at the same time some interesting and quality midfielders for Athletic Club, and as always, and this goes with their DNA, a really solid defense. We want to start also asking questions to our live chat, and well, let's participate, of course, all of you at home in this show. We want to ask you, how does Barça need to do to continue in good form after what we've seen against Villarreal? Option number 1 that we're going to give you, to dominate first half. Option number 2, to ride the Ansu wave. Well, unfortunately, there is no Ansu, at least in the starting lineup, but well, it can be a possibility to introduce him in second half. You would like to see him playing today some minutes. And the third option, to control counter-attacks of Athletic Club, that of course are always one of their weapons. They love to run. They did it actually last year to knock out Barça in the Copa del Rey, a really tough side, and well, these are some of the options. Let's read your opinions on the live chat. Rafael FRT saying option number 1, SYDMS saying 1 and 3, Mailes saying to stop the counterattacks, Fuhat saying also to stop the counterattacks, Valentino to, well, introduce Ansu. I'll imagine going for option 2 with, we need Ansu, says also Dibiotti Conwar. Yeah, many opinions here that they want to see Ansu Fati. Hopefully we're going to do it. We're going to see it in second half. 1 and 3, Rico Oliveira also saying 3 to stop the counter-attack. So, well, as always, we love to see the live chats, participation and divided opinions there. I don't know, in the studio, guys, what do you think Barça needs to do to continue in this good form?
Thank you, Bruno. I think it's a combination of 1 and 3. Dominate the first half, but keep those counter-attacks under control. Athletic Club are a team that tended to counter-attack more last year under Marcelino. This year with Ernesto Valverde, they like to have the ball a little bit more, but I think Barça will try to keep them in their own half, and then they do have the speed of the Williams brothers, and that is something that Barça will need to control. And I think that is one of the things that Xavi is looking for, with Gavi helping, either Gavi or Pedri helping Balde on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I think it's clear when you put Gavi and all those midfielders all together, is just to control Nico Williams and also Iñaki, because they both run a lot and they give you that speed. I think it's number 1, because if you dominate, you also control those situations, and if you have the ball, the other is not going to have it. So I think it's important to dominate the first half, but also to bring it during the whole match, because if you disconnect against a team like this, they have like skills to just kill you in the second half.
A player that will definitely come in handy for Barça in preventing transition play is Jules Koundé. Did very well the other day in the first half against Villarreal, a couple of counter-attack attempts. It was an issue for Barça in the game against Real Madrid and the game against Inter, those counters.
Yeah, and with Athletic Club, the one thing you have to remember is that they run harder and faster than any team potentially in Europe. I mean, maybe not at the very top, but their conditioning, the way that they've built from the ground up who their team is, their identity, that's what they do. So a lot of times the defense against Barça will chase the ball and then get tired. It doesn't tend to happen with Athletic Club because they're all so fit, and when they do get a chance to go on the counter-attack, they still have that speed that can burn you. So you need Koundé back there. Eric is really good in terms of recoveries, so I like that decision to have him in the back line as well, and we all know how fast Balde can be. He just needs to make sure his defense in the back is also clean.
Well, under 50 minutes to go, and as always, our colleague Mike Rao from Barça TV got to talk to one of the assistant coaches today, Sergio Alegre, talking about this Barça Athletic Club.
Bé, suposo que amb ganes de donar continuïtat, no només a la victòria, sinó també a les sensacions.
We'll be looking for continuity, not just the victory, but performance. Yeah, it's about getting the 3 points for us and playing the way we want to play, the way we played against Villarreal. We think it was a very good performance against Villarreal. 4 midfielders in the lineup today. Is that about creating more intensity? Yeah, intensity is one of the things we're looking for. We have to have a fresh team, so we have to make changes. There are 4 changes. And it's about bringing in those new players and making them fit within the 11.
No sé si preveu un Atlètic un punt més defensiu. Hi havia el dubte de qui jugava.
Athletic look a bit more defensive with their lineup.
No sé si creus que això pot fer que ells al mig del camp vulguin reforçar defensivament aquesta.
Are they looking to, you think, reinforce their defensive with the 5 midfielders? Well, I'm not sure about that. We know they're hard work inside. They brought in Berenguer. We don't know exactly how they're going to set up, but I'm not sure it'll be so defensive.
The assistant coach, Sergio Alegre, is saying it's very important today to have fresh legs to try and keep up with the intensity of Athletic Club. Let's go back to the Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, who do you think the key player is going to be today in terms of Barça?
Yes, we're going to ask you also at home, who do you think is going to be a key player? 3 options today. Option number 1, Lewandowski. Option number 2, Pedri. Option number 3, Jules Koundé. Start giving your opinions at home and we're going to read you. My opinion is that today Pedri can be important. I want to see exactly which is going to be his role today with this different way of placing the lineup with the 4 midfielders, De Jong, Gavi, Busquets and Pedri in this midfield. And I hope he can be important arriving from the back and being probably more protagonist today also up front, helping Lewandowski, Dembélé and also Gavi. So at home, your opinions, who's going to be the key player today? We have Sabel saying Koundé, Rafa saying Lewandowski, 11 goals in 10 league games. Incredible numbers for Lewandowski. Let's see if today he can continue scoring goals. Anier Gilbert, option number 1, Lewandowski. Tommy Versetti, option number 1, Lewandowski. Mediumek, Lewandowski, and many bombs. Of course, we love bombs. We love these goals of Lewandowski. This is strikes. Carlton saying also 1, Lewandowski. Arshan Zaganegi saying Frenkie de Jong, also giving his other answer. Yes, he played really well, Frenkie de Jong. He's having fantastic minutes for Barça in these recent games. Let's see if he can continue in form. And also opinions here that Pedri can be also the key player of this game. So, as always, division, but probably a majority of people thinking that Lewandowski can be key and crucial today.
Okay, yes, obviously lots of plausible answers there. Unai Simon already warming up, and we're waiting for Marc-Andre ter Stegen to come out and start his warm-up routine. I'm going to go as a key player, one that was not in the options, and that is Gavi. Gavi, because I think that he is going to be essential in helping Balde with Nico Williams, which I'd say is Athletic Club's most dangerous weapon.
Yeah, I think if you just stop the Williams, then the match gets a lot easier for Barça. So I was also thinking Gavi can be a key player, but I really think today is really important the midfield. If you dominate that, also Lewandowski can shine because balls will arrive there. Athletic Club is a team that defends pretty well. So if I have to choose one of those 3 ones, I will choose Pedri because I don't want to put a defender as a key player because that will mean we will suffer.
Spence, another player that could potentially be a key player.
I know why he's laughing.
I know why Spence is laughing. The outfits in general of the Barca players walking into the stadium.
It was Freddie Mercury coming to Camp Nou.
They're showing images of the players walking in. Hector Bellerin looks like Freddie, man. He's going to start breaking out like we are the champions or something. It's insane.
Well, I mean, hopefully he can break it out at the end of the season. I was going to ask you, Spence, another player who's back in the lineup today is Ousmane Dembélé, who has happy memories of his performance last year against Athletic Club. He delivered a couple of assists as well. We need him to be the dangerous old Ousmane Dembélé again.
Yeah, I would say we're fighting fire with fire here because with the amount of speed that you have on one side, you also have to counter that one way or another with the speed that you have. And Dembélé on one side, the midfield today is built more to keep things paced and slow, and the front two, especially Gavi, if that's where he stays, you're playing to go fast, which is good. I like that. It's going to be fun.
Well, we're waiting for ter Stegen to step onto the pitch. Let's talk about the clean sheet the other day. Why don't we? Villarreal, a team that likes to have the ball, that likes to create opportunities, and Barça basically kept them threatless. They barely created any chances.
Yeah, we were talking about the clean sheet, but we didn't see Marc-Andre ter Stegen many much. He didn't the brilliant saves, and it was all about how the team performance, not only Jules Koundé, that he appeared there in many situations to stop the counterattack, but it was mostly like team group like effect. Like the team was performing really well, having the ball, and they were like super organized in the back, and that allowed Barça to just not suffer in the back.
Important for Barça to be able to keep clean sheets consistently, have not yet conceded a goal at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah, and this is a different type of competition because it's Basque competition is just a little bit different. These Bilbao players that come in, and they haven't, by the way, they haven't been themselves this year, like you said. They're kind of different. At the same time, they're almost a better version of themselves, and so this is going to be a tough one, especially in terms of not conceding because they do like to come forward.
There he is, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, stepping onto the pitch, receiving the applause of the fans at the Spotify Camp Nou. At this point, we want to ask you the question, as always, how many saves do you think that Marc-Andre ter Stegen is going to make today? You can respond in airplane emojis, which I'm going to do right now here on the YouTube live chat. How many am I going to go to? I think he's going to have a busy night, and he's going to make 4 saves. 4 airplane emojis for me for ter Stegen. Irati.
I will type now, and I think Athletic Club has danger with Williams, but I go for 3.
3, okay, Spence.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going 5.
5?
I see a lot of saves being.
Type them in because
today.
we need people responding in numbers. Mohamed Tassa saying 4, Michael Mercy saying 6, but I like the answers with emojis. Abhinav Katial saying 5 airplane emojis.
There you go, Omar.
HTX Henry saying 3 with 3 airplane emojis. Bruno, how many saves is ter Stegen going to make today?
Well, I'm going to say 2. Not many, but probably crucial saves because Athletic Club for sure are going to arrive. But I'm going to say 2. 2 important saves for ter Stegen today to be again a crucial goalkeeper for FC Barcelona. Well, we have ter Stegen now on the field, a little bit late today. He's used to step into the Camp Nou at 45 minutes before kickoff, and today a little bit late, but now it's our time to start playing Guess the Player. We hope ter Stegen is going to make many saves, but we expect our players to score many goals, and now we want to play Guess the Player about players that have scored in the past against Athletic Club. Current players from the first team and also former players of Barça. Let's start with the first one. Here you have this first image some years ago. A player that was important in this club, a player that shined a lot, a player
that played in Barça and Athletic?
No. This is someone who's scored against Athletic, right?
Ah, okay.
Exactly, yes, someone who scored against Athletic Club. And here we are finding the first of them, goals from this player at the Spotify Camp Nou in this case.
What a head of hair he must
That
have.
is the 2009-2010 season.
It's after the Mundialito.
After we won all the titles.
Yeah.
After we won the 6 titles.
Little Club World Cup action.
Is this one for Irati?
Why not? Irati, come on.
Okay.
Let's start with this one in the live chat.
You can take it if you want.
He has hair. I can see from the
You can play
silhouette he has
together if you
hair.
want. You can play together if you want.
Honestly, I would say Messi, but I don't think Bruno would go Messi. I think Bruno's
That's
going
too
to make
easy,
it
right?
more complicated.
In the live chat,
I was thinking Pedro first.
I was thinking
but-
Boyan.
Boyan is in the live chat.
With the
And
hair
Messi-
makes more sense, it's Boyan.
Messi is also in the live chat. We also see Villa.
No,
Gino
Villa
saying
didn't have that
Eto'o.
many hair.
And Villa wasn't there that season.
Asha saying Ronaldinho. Well, okay, your final guess in the studio is?
My final guess is Boyan.
I trust in Robert.
I'm just going to be different and an instigator and say Messi.
Okay.
Why, Spence, you don't follow your colleagues there in the studio? Yes, it's Bojan Kirkic, Jeremy Titaleu, also Mohamed Pastran picking the correct answers. Bojan, 5 votes saying Bojan. Mohamed, Bojan. Messi the King, no, not Messi, unfortunately. We hope him.
Yeah.
He scored many goals against Athletic, but was not this one. Okay, let's move on to the second one. He's also a former player. It's an extra clue I'm going to give you. And here you have the
It's more
image.
difficult, like.
This is the image. You have there the face of one of his teammates
Sí, Adriano.
celebrating
Adriano.
this goal.
This
and who
is-
can be this player?
This is
Qatar.
2013-14 by the kit.
I've been really impressed how you can relate the
I mean, I remember the
kit
kids, yeah,
and
definitely,
the
every
years.
year.
I'm super bad on that.
I'm going to go No, I want Spence and Irati to go first. I have a clear guess.
Let's see. In the live chat, we
clear.
still see many Messis, also Bojans again. It can be Bojan again.
I remember Pedro scoring
Busquets,
twice
Alves, also Pedro.
I went to see a
Yes.
Super Cup that year in San Mamés, and Pedro scored twice.
Okay, so Irati's going Pedro,
So
Spence.
It is not clear, but I'm thinking maybe Dani Alves.
I was going to go Dani Alves as well.
Ah.
I was going to go Dani Alves as well.
Okay, let's see. Emma saying Pedro, Charlie Pedro, Tommy Berchetti also saying Pedro, also Robin Hernandez saying Alves, Jason saying Pedro. It seems that it's also divided
Oh.
in the live chat, like in the studio,
I
and the
think they
final
are
answer
trusting
is
us, and maybe it's neither.
Neither.
Pedro.
Oh.
Pedro. This
Was
goal
in
was
San Mamés?
no, this was in the Camp Nou in the league, but yeah, it was Pedro who scored also many goals against Athletic Club. So yeah, it was Pedro. Okay, and now we're gonna move on to a goal scorer from last
That's
season.
easy,
So
right?
this
Ah,
is an
last
extra clue.
season.
Player from the current squad. Easy to memory. I mean, it's,
I know
we're
that.
talking now about
I
one
think
year
so
ago.
too.
So let's go on the live chat and also on the studio. Pick and guess your final player in today's game. Let's see.
Bruno, is it a player who this season would send someone to sleep if they score? With
no.
their celebration?
No.
No?
No,
No?
I think it is another player that is not playing today.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no. A player who would stick his fingers in
Yeah.
his ears. A player who would stick his fingers in his ears.
Yeah.
Yes, Robert.
Those fingers
Shuzba,
which had
Caldo,
previously been in his ears.
Mohamed, yeah. I was, it's Memphis Depay. I was gonna pick that picture celebrating as always he does, but then I said
Was
this
too
is
easy.
probably too easy. So
In the first
this is
moment-
seconds after. This is seconds
In the-
after this.
yeah. In the first moment, I thought it was Messi because I didn't see the kid and I saw like this. But yeah.
Yeah, so Michael Marcy, Jude Precious, also Mohamed Bartran, Igor Depay, easy. Yes, I think it was easy also this last one. But yeah, we'll have to find different levels. Tough ones for the expert ones, easy ones to the ones that you're starting playing against the players. So yeah, little by little improving. Memphis Depay was our final guess the player.
To be honest, I would have gone Ousmane Dembélé because I remember he scored last year against Athletic Club, one of the best goals he scored as a Barca player. Coming in from the left,
Right.
he blasted it
Yeah,
past
yeah,
And the
I
hair
remember.
looks similar because
Yeah.
it was very round.
And I think he does tend to point his fingers at the
He
sky.
does,
as well.
yeah. That one tricked
very deceiving by Bruno. Right, coming off of Guess the Player, we have a question we want to ask for the fans, but I have to be 100% honest here. I need it on the screen because I can't remember what the question is.
That's
Thank you very much. Okay, what worries you the most about tonight's game? Is it the Williams brothers' speed? Is it Valverde's tactics? Or do you simply have no worries?
I think you always have to be worried about what is going to happen because it's the way you give your best version. So I would say the Williams, but not only the speed, but also the talent. Like more Nico than Iñaki, because I think Nico Williams is more talented than the older brother. But this year they are connecting also both together and they are really performing well. And that allowed Nico Williams to enter to the national team. So I would be worried about that. And the rest, I think it's if Barca play how they have to play, we don't have to worry much about.
I see a fair amount of ones there, Spence.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget something. Those dudes can ball. Like those two just, and the fact that they're playing
And they
together
can run
now,
as well.
That's, I mean, when you say someone can ball, it's kind of just like an all-encompassing. They're extremely talented at what they do.
Yeah,
And,
okay.
and that's what they do, man. I'm actually if I was tuning into this game as a neutral and even as a Barca fan, I'm really excited to see them today. I hope they don't score against Barca and create problems. They probably will once or twice because that's what they do. But as a neutral, they're two players that you love to watch.
Most definitely. And they've had an excellent start to the season. Nico Williams is being called up by Luis Enrique and has a chance to fight for a spot in the Spanish national team in the World Cup.
Yeah, of course. Like Iñaki, we have seen him a lot the last years. He was not performing well because he's a really speed player, but he doesn't have that sense of the goal, that start that players like Ansu or Nico Williams have shown they have. And I think Nico is very talented. In the first game he played with the national team, he scored. He did left there many
He
details.
set up an assist in.
Assist, and then in the second he scored.
yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Like he has proved that he can be in a high level, and I think is going to be called for the World Cup because he has been performing well, and he can enter into that squad. So I think it's the most difficult weapon to stop today against Barça. But again, when the other team runs, you also have space in the back.
That is true. That is true, and they can leave themselves exposed. And we have speed up front. The likes of Ousmane Dembélé, Lewandowski can run a bit as well. I feel like, with 32 minutes remaining, might be a good time to bring up Lewandowski after the performance he offered us the other day.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you go back to the other day, you might remember we were saying that you can't forget about this guy. We were saying because we were talking about all these other changes and players and in and out, and then it was like, wait a minute. This guy's still here, man, and he's still doing things, and he can still score goals, and then he comes out, and the first one was a nice one, and then all of a sudden he comes around with the second goal, and he just curls it in from outside the box, and you're thinking, oh, right, that's what this guy can do. It's sometimes it's easy to forget, but he reminds you very quickly.
I mean, honestly, the other day, he had those two chances.
Yeah, he did.
He created a lot for his teammates and all that, but in terms of like visible things that he did and the things that jump out to us more like less expert fans, he had those two chances and both went in.
Yeah, no, I remember, I think we said that it was like one chance and a half because the other one, it comes from a shot from outside that maybe another would have looked for an assist or something, and he just shot. But Lewandowski is there for that, and I think sometimes we forget about him because he does this like a routine. Like it's normal that suddenly he appears and scores 2 goals, and then just Barca wins just because of that. And I think that's really important. And I think when he doesn't shot, he's creating for others because just putting Lewandowski inside the box, that means at least 2 defenders will go with him.
I want to ask the live chat, will Lewandowski score tonight? If you think he will, answer in football emojis. How many goals you think he will score? Is he going to keep this run going? The clear favourite right now spends for Pichichi.
Yeah, and I don't see at the moment anybody that's liable to catch him, although it's a long season.
It is a long season.
And there are a lot of goals to be scored. Look at that over there on the left. I feel bad for Sociedad. They're the only team with a 0 next to their name.
Oh.
Who says nobody scores in this league? Look at that.
And Real Sociedad as well, who've been prolific at scoring this season.
I mean, Rayo Vallecano.
It's also true that in that game 3 goals got disallowed. 3.
Well,
there you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it. Curse you, VAR.
Right. We are half an hour away from this game, so let's add a little bit of tension to the show. It is match day 11 in LaLiga, and we are still chasing in that second spot. We're chasing Real Madrid. We need 3 points. Keep up with them, maintain that 3-point difference after they beat Sevilla yesterday. They're 6 points ahead of us. So right now, we need the win to stay at that 3-point distance. To do that tonight, Xavi has introduced some variations into the lineup. We have Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. We have Sergi Roberto, Koundé, Eric, and Valde at the back. We have 4 midfielders: Busquets, De Jong, Pedri, and Gavi, who might be playing as more of an attacking left winger. And we have Lewandowski and Dembélé up front. Let us know, what do you think of this lineup? Would you have done anything different? Do you think it's a good lineup to face us against Athletic Club? Let us know. We're going to go back to Spotify Camp Nou, Bruno, because I see players coming out to warm up.
Yes, Athletic Club, first of all, stepping into the Camp Nou. Of course, not well received here with all the home fans, whistling them a little bit. We're still waiting to FC Barcelona players to start their warm-up. Of course, we have here Marc-Andre ter Stegen, our goalkeeper, while we wait to our players to step into the grass of the Spotify Camp Nou. We're gonna play a game quiz today related to someone that we love a lot here in Barcelona, and it's Ernesto Valverde. 2.5 years for him managing the club. Some really good victories, some titles, also some tough nights, but in the end we have good memories of Ernesto Valverde, and we want to play a quiz of his years here at the club and how Barça performed under Ernesto Valverde. So let's start with the first question about Ernesto Valverde. That is, how many trophies did Valverde win for Barça? Option number 1, 2. Option number 2, 3. or option number 3, 4, Irati, Vidal. Easy one, I think, for you to start. Come on.
Easy.
This is very confusing because each option is a number up.
Yeah.
So on the live chat, this is going to look very confusing. Shall we agree?
Like two leagues. There was 2 leagues.
Yeah, but wait a minute. I feel like we need to be logical here. So what are the people sending in? Are they sending in the option? Is it the 1, 2, 3, or is it the actual number of times? Because we don't know who's going to get it right otherwise. Only the 4s.
Just look at it. It's a bunch of people sending in the number 4.
There's lots of ambiguity here.
Yeah.
I'm giving you time to think, Irati.
Yeah, I need time for
Bruno,
this.
set the rules. Set the rules. What are they sending? The 1, 2, 3 or the 2, 3, 4?
I see many 4s, so it's easy in the end to know what people are answering.
1 Copa at least. 1 Copa, and then
Something
I go for
else?
4.
But this 4 is about what? I mean, you're just guessing an extra title, but which one?
Copa, no? Super Copa. Or
Yes, you're right.
right.
It's 4
You got
trophies,
put on the
2
spot,
leagues,
and you responded.
Copa del Rey, and 1
Vamos.
Super Cup. So yeah, Mine 391 was correct. Also, Dorota Zot also saying option number 3. Well, all the 2s are out for sure, and the 3s and the 4s are in. So are the ones that have picked the correct answer. Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Spencer, about the big league that Barça won in the 17-18 season. How many points did Barça achieve in that one? Option number 1, 93. Option number 2, 95. Option number 3, 97. I don't think there's gonna be confusion here about numbers and points.
17, 18. I want to say they lost just once, didn't they?
Yep, that's correct.
So if they
almost went without defeat.
Right, they lost. It was like the second to last day or the last day.
Against Levante, 5-4.
Right. You gotta love that season, which means I'm gonna go 97.
Okay, Maciek saying 97 also, Wadi Aburich saying 95, Lol 99, 97, Romes 95, but Haya Aljami says 93, and this was the correct answer, option number 1, 93. Now we have the players stepping into the field of the Spotify Camp Nou. Huge ovation from all the fans. Also a little bit late today, the players 26 minutes before kicking off this Barça Athletic Club. Yes, it was 93 points in that outstanding league, so we're going to stay asking questions about that 17-18 league. And Robert Vanekout, we were asking about points, now we want to ask about goals. How many goals Barça scored in that year, 17-18 season? Option number 1, 99. Option number 2, 103. Option number 3, 107 goals.
We had Messi, we had Suarez.
No.
We had... No, Neymar's gone. I'm going the highest option possible, which is 107, right?
That's what I did. That's why I guessed it.
There was one option, it was 1. And mine it was 3, so maybe it's...
I seem to remember we scored lots of goals that season.
You go for 107?
Yeah.
Okay, we have Amro Alamed saying 103, not as optimistic as you. Maudo Sek also 103. Lipovansky saying 99. And he's right, 99 goals. One less than 100. Yes, lots of goals, 99. Barça, what a year, what a league. And also related about goal scorers, Irati, let's move on, and also on the live chat. How many players scored over 10 goals in that season?
Ooh.
It was option number 1, 2. Option number 2, 3, or option number 4, 4.
No, option number 3 would be 4. You messed that one up.
Then I can say 3 and you guess.
If you said 3, then you're basically guessing twice, which is a totally Irati move.
No, he was right. We had Messi and Suarez, of course.
Messi and Suarez, definitely.
So I go for 3 just to get another player.
But who is that third one, Irati? I want you to justify a little bit more your answers.
It's called logical. No,
Okay.
I don't know. Like at least 2, but I think maybe 2 is too few because if we score 99, it has to be many players. So I go for 3.
Okay, like Seigo saying 3, Sergi Sert que diu 3 també. LOL99 saying 3, Wadi Abu Rich saying 3, Magic saying option number 2 and 3. No, it's not option number 2 and not option number 3. So again, all the 2s and 3s are all the 3s and 4s are out. Just Messi and Suarez. Messi scored 34 goals and Suarez 25. And they were the only players in the league scoring over 10 goals. So yeah, incredible stats about Messi and Suarez. Let's end this quiz with Spencer Siegel. Spencer, you said correctly that Barca lost just one game in that league. Now I want you to explain me against which team lost FC Barcelona.
I already told him.
I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
Levante, option number 2, Athletic Club, or option number 3, Real Madrid?
I got to think about this. Let's see. Athletic Club and Madrid would be, you know, reasonable answers since we're playing Athletic Club today, and Madrid is always a tough opponent. But something in my gut, something in my instincts tells me that Barca lost like some crazy score, like 5-4 to Levante or something.
You are absolutely right, Spencer. Same as Afro Up, Mike Mulando, Alia, and Gabriel. Yes, it was Levante 5-4 defeat in a crazy game at the Ciutat de Valencia in match 37. So almost getting the perfect league. Ernesto Valverde, great memories from Valverde from that 17-18 league here in Barcelona.
Okay, Bruno, we'll come back to you almost immediately because we have another game coming up, talking a little bit about stats of Barça and Athletic Club players. But since Bruno brought up in the quiz Ernesto Valverde, do you want to mention him briefly? He won 4 titles here at Barça, almost went a whole league season without a defeat, that lone defeat against Levante. And now he's given Athletic Club a whole different identity, which the players seem to be embracing.
Yeah, I remember here, like he spent really nice seasons. The end was not maybe a perfect one, but I think also the club and everything needed a change. And it's the second time he's there managing Athletic Club de Bilbao, and I think it's Athletic Club has this thing that it's only Basque players, so they don't have many new players every season. So I think it's something the players also needed, like a change, because in the first time Valverde was there, they were playing like more Athletic Club, more counter-attack, more everything, and I think he just came there and with the same skills the team had last year, just made a completely different style. That they are performing well. They are back fighting for the European positions, and I think the team is really liking and embracing that style.
What Irati just mentioned, Spence, gives it even more merit. The inability to sign, it's not an inability to sign new players, but it makes it a lot more difficult, the fact that you are only playing Basque players. So the fact that Valverde has been able to change the identity of the team and have them want to dominate the ball more, be more proactive rather than defensive, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, look, this team...
Taking into account that you've got the same squad, basically.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the way that he's been able to change is very impressive. For me, I think it's very easy to dislike Real Madrid. It's easy to dislike the tactics and the style of Diego Simeone's Atleti. It's easy to see Sevilla as a team that you really want to crush every time you play. I find it difficult to dislike what they do, Bilbao, Athletic Club I'm talking about, as a club, because they go about things the right way. Very rarely, not saying it's non-existent because this is football and it happens, very rarely do they whine and complain to the referees beyond the point of you know.
Well, I've been in San Mamés many times.
I said it's not non-existent.
You have to go to San Mamés one day.
But as a club, to me, they're kind of like the San Antonio Spurs of La Liga.
Yeah.
They're the team that
They try to do things the proper way.
They try to do things the right way. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and they have class act players like Ander Herrera, for example, who they've been able to add to their team this season. It's definitely helping this change of identity.
And there in Bilbao, Athletic Club is not just a football team. It's like a religion. Like, my family is from Bilbao, so when you go there and there's a game, it can be like, I don't know, against Cádiz. Like, the whole city turns into Bilbao shirts in the balconies and everything, and it's incredible because there's people like my mom that doesn't know anything about football, but is Athletic Club.
It's a social thing.
Yeah,
it's a social thing.
It's just
and
a
it's
religion.
what it's all about.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Spotify Camp Nou because we're going to run out of time otherwise. Bruno, our higher or lower game. What is it about today?
Higher or lower, we're going to talk about two of the most effective teams in LaLiga so far, Barça and Athletic. They are scoring many goals. They are doing well things up front. So we're going to know you and ask you if it's higher or lower on goals and assists of some Barça and Athletic Club players. Okay, we're going to play higher or lower. Starting with Ansu Fati. He has scored and provided assists in total of 6 in total, 3 goals, 3 assists. Ansu Fati 6. So starting from Ansu Fati, let's move to Nico Williams. Higher or lower number of goals plus assists in La Liga 22-23? Irati, let's start with you, and also on the live chat, give your answers that we're gonna read you. Higher or lower? Nico Williams, one of the
I think this one
players
is
that is
tricky.
shining the most.
I think this one is tricky because his performance very well, but the other day he scored the first time in La Liga. So I go lower.
You're going lower. Let's see also on the live chat. You can type the words higher, lower, or use also thumbs up, thumbs down. Carolina saying higher. Also Abhinav saying higher. But Tariq says lower, as you, Irati, and you're right, it's lower, 5. He was close, but it's 5. 5
That
goals
one
and
was
assists.
tricky because you got to think like Nico is performing really well and yeah.
Okay, yeah. From a Athletic Club player to a Barca one, Spencer, Ousmane Dembélé, the Frenchman. Good start of the season for Dembélé, also at home. It's higher or lower goals plus assists than 5?
What are we just saying about both of these players? They can both ball. I mean, they just know how to just get at it. But
Which doesn't mean that they can cry intensely, because ball means that as well.
Ah, true. Yes. Okay, I like that. Next level.
Next level.
Dembele's the same way. He doesn't have. What does he have? Like 2 goals in La Liga this year, and assists. He's got a few. It's going to be close. I think the total is going to be 4. I'm going to say lower.
Lower Dembélé. Okay, let's see on the live chat. Gabriel saying higher. Johanna Cando, Visca el Barça, Visca el Barça. No, because yes, sometimes I'm reading, and yeah, we love also to see these comments, of course. Jagadesh Nubla saying lower. Nathan saying higher. Well, there is divided opinions. Dimitar saying higher. It's lower. You're right, Spencer. 4 goals and assists,
that,
so lower
yes.
Dembélé than Nico Williams. Okay, Robert, let's continue with Berenguer. Berenguer, also a player in midfield that loves to support the team in attack, providing assists, scoring goals. Berenguer has scored and provided assists more than 4 or lower. Higher or lower? Let's go, also at home.
I'm going lower because most of the goals have come from the front line of the Williams brothers.
Just feels like a trap,
Sanchez
Robert.
scored. Berenguer might have scored once and provided a couple of assists maybe, but I'm going lower than 4.
It just feels like a trap.
You're going lower. Let's see on the left chat. SYD saying higher. Phil Foden. Hello, Phil, if you're watching us from Manchester. Hello, Phil. Saying lower. A brilliant player, Phil. You're a brilliant player. Sarte Maria saying lower. Pro Football King saying lower. Yes, it's lower. Berenguer, 3. It's lower, but all of them really close so far.
I knew.
Okay, let's move on with the last 2. Irati. We're going to talk about Pedri now. Pedri.
I see
Oh, sorry,
Williams.
again.
No, we have
Iñaki.
Iñaki Williams on our screen.
Okay. Iñaki is not on our... sorry, Iñaki. Sorry, my mistake. Okay. No, I thought you were seeing Iñaki on the warm-up.
No.
Yes. Okay, it's Iñaki. Yeah, my fault. Iñaki Williams, sorry, yes. Higher or lower?
Williams.
Higher or lower Iñaki Williams?
I think this season he's playing better. He's connecting well with the brother, and I think 3 is pretty low, so I go higher.
Jelly Mate also says higher, but Ramdan says lower. Also, Laxzygo saying lower. Many lowers. Dimitar Liparovsky saying lower. Also higher. Divided opinions, and yes, it's higher. 4.
Oh.
Also really close. Okay, Spencer. Now yes, Pedri. Let's move on. Higher or lower, Pedri? Also at home. Come on.
Pedri 4. Ooh, that's tough. I can't.
Come on.
All right, sorry. I'll just sorry. I just because I love Barça, I'll say higher, but I think it's lower.
In the live chat, Crazy saying higher, Ramna saying higher, Maciek saying higher. but M50 says lower, and yes, it's lower. Two, just two.
One goal, one
goals.
assist?
No, 2 goals.
No, 2 goals, no assists for Pedri so far.
One.
So let's see if today he can provide some assists also, Pedri. Okay, let's end Robert Vaneca with the toughest question of the show today. In the higher lower, it's Lewandowski. Come on. It's higher or lower than 2, also at home.
It's a toughie. Wow.
As Robert and I, we prepare most of the show during the week. Probably I decided to give you an easy one this time, but come on. At home, let's go.
I'm going to venture a guess here. I'm going to say higher.
Okay, how many? Let's guess the number. Goals and assists in total. Come on, quickly. Also at
11
home.
goals. And Lewandowski, I'm going to say 3 assists, so 14.
Okay, outstanding, Robert. Yes, congratulations. It's 14. 14, Robert Lewandowski. They can't give that assist on the Bernabeu. That was kind of half of assist, but yeah, 14, Robert Lewandowski. So this is all about higher or lower today.
Thank you, Bruno. We'll talk to you before the game. And we are, what, 12 minutes away from the game now. Ooh. So let's make this a little bit tense here. Right, it is match day 11 in LaLiga. Barça against the Lions of Bilbao, against Ernesto Valverde's Athletic Club. We are currently 6 points away from Real Madrid. A win would put us 3 points away, which is what we want. Well, essentially, at the end, we want to be 3 points above them. But right now, the best we can do is be 3 points behind them. So, in order to do that, Xavi has picked the following starting 11 with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, with Sergi Roberto, Koundé, Eric and Valde at the back. Midfielders, Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, Pedri and Gavi. And up front, Ousmane Dembélé and Lewandowski. We'll see who the attacking left winger is going to be. Will it be Gavi? Will it be Pedri? Will it be a 4-4-2? Who knows? Let us know on the live chat. What do you think of this lineup? What do you think of this little variation that Xavi has introduced today? Who would you like to see in the second half? How do you think we will do against these Lions of Bilbao? We did well against them last year, 4-0. Let's see if we can repeat that.
Yeah, we did well, and I really like when Xavi does these little changes on the team, because I think almost every time he does those changes, it works. You know, I remember last year putting Araujo to stop Vinicius Junior in El Clásico, and every time that Xavi does that is because he has studied hard on it, and it works. So let's hope it works
there he
today.
is. There he is. That's Freddie Mercury, guys. Look at Freddie. Anybody find me Hector Bellerin.
Who is not in the starting lineup today. Sergio Roberto starts there. Ronald Araujo, always nice to see him. He's out injured, of course. We'll probably see him after the World Cup break. We are missing him. But we did find the other day and didn't concede a single goal against Villarreal. Spence, 10 minutes away. What's the key of this match going to be?
Well, I think Barca's willingness to attack right at Bilbao and accept contact. I think there's going to be plenty of contact every time you play this club, and they just need to push through it. They've got a lot of guys who can do that, and as far as that question goes, I think attack was a big part of it, because there was it's kind of 2 and 3 for me, because there was a transition from the midfield to attack. Yeah. And that was sort of what they were lacking the last couple of games. They found that transition. They were sealed up along the back line. Villarreal had very few chances. I like all of it.
Irati?
I think it's a combination, because I think that connection Spencer was talking about with the midfielder, with the attack, allowed Barca to have more the ball and to be dominating the game. And Cruyff said, when you have the ball, the other doesn't have. And also defending, because we have missed Koundé a lot in the previous matches, and we saw it there, like in the important transitions of Villarreal, which were few. Koundé was there to shut it down, and I think the team just improved it in all the senses.
What do the fans think, Spence? Where did we improve the most? Was it defense? Was it midfield? Was it attack? I think we attacked better, definitely.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of 2s talking about midfield, but there's answers all across the board here. Malik Arjun said, for me, Frenkie was great during Villarreal. I see 1, 2s, and 3s really all across the board. A 2 from Sid MS because of the young trio, which was nice to see. It was the first time that Gavi, Pedri, and Ansu all started.
Yes, exactly. Not the case today. But yeah, I think Barca did kind of address some of the issues that they'd had in previous games, were a little bit less predictable. Ansu and Ferran provided coming from both wings, but didn't fall into the trap of putting like pointless crosses into the box, just looking for something to happen.
Yeah, and also moving. I remember Ansu was moving a lot, so that just disorganized the defense and created more space in the back. Like they knew how to read the game. They knew how to read the defense of Villarreal, and I think also the ball was moving fast and everything. Like all that we were talking after the games in El Clásico and against Inter, it was just improving the game against Villarreal, and we hope we see the same version today.
Exactly. Hopefully we will be able to see something similar.
Can I just add real quick that I want to speak for just about everybody else in the world living outside of Spain or who watches this league from the outside of this country. Bilbao is one of the most fun words to say.
Bilbao.
Bilbao.
Yeah, but when it's said with a different accent that's not as Spanish.
Bilbao.
Right?
Bilbao, it's like, okay, it goes, but when you say like Bilbao, you know, like Bilbao.
Who says that?
Yeah.
Believe me, lots of people.
Okay.
You guys are living in your own little Spanish bubble, but trust me, it's a lot of fun to say.
Bruno, how do you pronounce it?
In English or in Spanish or in Catalan, you say? Bilbao. Bilbao.
Yeah,
And always,
you guys don't. They don't get it, guys. They don't understand. We know.
We always refer to the club as Athletic Club, but they hate there in the Basque Country.
They
Say Bilbao.
hate, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just say Athletic, and we can all agree about this pronunciation, more or less.
Athletic Club.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
No,
that's all.
indeed, it's not athletic like Atletico de Madrid. It's athletic.
I'm just talking about the city. That's all.
Right.
Okay, athletic, TH.
Athletic Club.
Well,
Bruno.
let's review.
Yeah, let's review.
Let's review a little bit how has gone match day 11 so far. This is the final game of Sunday's football. But many things have happened. Let's start with Real Madrid. Of course, that won 3-1 against Sevilla. They suffered a lot in that game, but in the end, in the final minutes, they were decisive and they achieved to win. Also, Atletico de Madrid, important win today in the Benito Villamarín against Real Betis, 2-1. A brace of Antoine Griezmann, who is absolutely on fire since they confirmed the signing to Atletico de Madrid with all the controversial that was there. Important win also Villarreal 2-1 with one less player since the 66th minute. Alex Baena scored a goal and then was sent off. And Girona, your Girona Spencer, a 1-1 draw against Osasuna. In the end, 1 point from Montilivi after starting losing 1-0. Also, a draw of Espanyol 2-2 against Elche in today's action. And in the standings, Real Madrid right now 6 points ahead of Barça. Of course, the Blaugranas have to play right now. You see also there Atletico de Madrid, who are still on the run, and Real Sociedad dropped points against Valladolid. Valladolid are doing a really good job in these recent weeks. 1-0 win for them. So from the teams up front, Real Sociedad drop points, and today important clash between Barça and Athletic. Of course, two of the teams that are up there in the standings.
Oh, is this what it's time for? is this what we're doing?
It is what it's time for.
Okay, all right, I like it, but you know, this has got me a little bit because, guys, I have to tell you, I got a little starstruck when I walked into our clubhouse and Freddie Mercury was just hanging out. Like, that dude's a legend. Like, he sang as a hologram at the Barcelona Olympics in 1992, and now he's here in our dressing room. So, like Freddie said, we are the champions, and we can be the champions. So, if you find me someone to love, I'll love you back, all right? This is for all of you, and just go out there and let them know, let the fans know that we will rock you.
I don't think I can motivate you as much as Freddie did and the last Xavi did, but guys, we discovered the other day how to play, how to win, and how to improve. So let's follow that path. Atletico comes here saying they have Iñaki Williams, they have Nico Williams, we have Ansu Fati, we have Lewandowski, we have Dembélé. they come with youngsters. We have the golden boy, so just trust in our team and just play as we do, and we will give.
Guys, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Just go out there and do the same as you did on Thursday. Same place, different opponent. They are lineups. They're not lineups, they are lions, sorry. So we cannot be any other animal from the jungle. We need to be lions as well. We need to go out there, fight hard, and get those 3 points, guys. Vamos! I messed it up a little bit, but who cares? And as we were telling you on the screen, this is very intentionally cringe.
I see many people who feel the same way.
No, we announced it today. This is very intentionally cringe. But guys, now seriously, if you were Xavi, what would you tell the players? What would you tell the players coming out just 2 minutes before this game against Athletic Club? They are yet to step onto the pitch, but yeah, we're 2 minutes away. So why don't we do guess the score? Because we're 2 minutes away. Spence, what did you go for today?
Well, there are so many goals in LaLiga this week. The only thing that can happen is that there's a game with there's a team without a goal, and it's going to be Sociedad and Athletic Club, the two from the Basque country. So I'm going 1-0 Barça.
Oh,
Only one.
why are you going for boring results lately?
I'm sorry, do you want 3 points or not?
I do want 3 points and I want goals.
I want to pop the confetti that didn't work last time.
Well, you weren't going to pop it with a 1-0 result.
Well, not with that attitude.
Well, I came here without inspiration. I didn't know what to guess.
You didn't know who we were playing.
Yeah.
You're completely lost. Yeah.
No. And like our producer told me like, I've been putting 3-1 every time. I never worked. And as it normally works for me, I said, okay, then give me the 3-1.
Okay, so Spencer 1-0, Irati 3-1. If I'm not mistaken, I went for a 3-0 result. So can we get them on the screens, just reminders, and also what the rest of our Barça Live crew went for. Let's see if everyone's optimistic. Let's see if someone can get it right. Seem to be occupied with something else because the results aren't coming up.
I think they forgot to make the graphic.
No, I think I saw Laia making the graphic.
She forgot to save it as a PNG. That's all. It always gets you, you know?
Right, so Bruno went for a 2-1, Spencer went for a 1-0, Irati 3-1, I went for a 3-0, and let's just check what the rest of the crew did. Diego, our director, went with 2-1, Sergio went with 2-0, Santi 4-2. Oh,
Santi and Luis.
Result, and Luis going for a 4-1 as well.
Ooh.
Carlos, one of our camera operators, also going for a 4-2. Naum, I've heard say he always goes for a 3-1 and never got it right. Mauri, our former director, going for a 3-0. Laia 1-0. Things like you, Spence, that this is going to be a boring game. Why?
1-0 doesn't mean boring.
As well. Jordi, the two Jordis, Sanglas and Soundtech 2-1. Irati, right now you're at the top of our table, along with Sergio Roldan.
To make it today, I make the difference.
Getting 2 results right. Do we have the table, or we're not going to show it? There it is. There it is. Why is Bruno in the bronze medal position?
He paid something.
I object to this. I object to this. He has the same amount. It should be vacant. It should be vacant.
I just want to get one game right.
Spence.
Like, I just want to pick one right this season.
You got 0?
I didn't pick any right last year either. I just want to pick one score right. That's all I want.
I've been predicting 1-0.
Like,
what
even
do you expect?
we have an expression like even a blind squirrel finds an acorn. You know, like it just I could just throw up numbers and eventually the right score would come out, but no.
No.
And let us know what your predictions are on the live chat. Spence will read them out in a second, but there's going to be a minute of silence at the Spotify Camp Nou. Unfortunately, the coach and psychologist of Barça Genuine's team passed away. His name was Francesc Martínez Ribé, Frenchu, and he passed away at the age of 52, unfortunately. So a respectful moment of silence at the Spotify Camp Nou. That homage to, yes, I mean, a person who unfortunately passed away this week, age of 52, very young, member of this Barça Genuine team that got going last year, and they do a great job. So yeah, obviously much respect, and that moment of silence to homage the former coach and psychologist of Barça Genuine. Right, Barça are going to play in Blaugrana today, and we'll be attacking towards the right-hand side of our screens. The game gets going. First possession for Barça, and here we are. Athletic Club playing in their traditional red and white striped kit with the white shorts today. They usually play with their black shorts. And Barça with the first position, playing from behind with Jules Koundé, Sergio Roberto on his right, and right Bruno. Let us know, careful with that run by Ousmane Dembélé. Ball goes straight to Unai Simon. Who is in the attacking left wing position?
Pedri, at least in this first move is Pedri, the one who's now pressing in the left, covering now the Marcos. It seems it's Pedri, Lewandowski and Dembélé, and Gavi is in the right midfielder position. So well, we'll have to see how it evolves. But yeah, it seems that this week they have been training with also Pedri up front as one of the possibilities. So well, at least in these first minutes, is Pedri the one in the left wing.
And I can see that Gavi's on the right-hand side of midfield and now recovered the ball, and here he is running forward with it. Gavi feeds it out to Dembélé. De Jong is on the left. There'll be a throw for Athletic Club. So, right, Santi and Jaume Torra, can we change it? Is it possible to change the formation we have on our screen? Because right now it's a bit deceiving. It would be Pedri instead of Gavi, and then switch the two midfielders. So Gavi on the right and De Jong on the left.
It's curious because, of course, we always, or at least everyone compares always Pedri with Iniesta, and where Pedri is playing today was one of the positions where Iniesta also used to play many times there in the left wing. So, well, another fact here to compare them. Now Pedri also playing where Iniesta also played.
And Bruno, I'm going to ask you, who will score Barca's first goal? Is it Dembélé? Is it Lewandowski? And we've opted for Frenkie de Jong as our third option today.
I'm going to say Pedri. In this new position, yeah, I go for Pedri. Sorry if it was not on the list, but yeah.
Are you more happy today, Bruno?
Yes, I'm happy. No problems in the preview show with any photographer, with our connections. Everything has worked well technically, so
he has
we are
nothing
happy.
against the
What's
referee.
your report on the referee? Is he a favourable referee for us? Is he a friend of ours or not?
Not really.
Not
really. It's not on my.
You have to get him in a bad mood.
No, not really, honestly. It's from Valencia, and in recent games
People from Valencia
hasn't whistled in favour for us, I think. Let's see.
Okay, here goes Valverde. Sorry, Valverde plays it through to Lewandowski, who was clearly offside. Lewandowski knows he was offside, and he was just waiting.
I know there are people from Valencia watching us today for a fact. I know we have people from Valencia today. So not everybody from Valencia.
Is it someone that you share a household with and you don't want to get into trouble?
No. I mean, I know that everyone hates him, or at least they doesn't like him at all, at least in Barcelona. But for example, Mateu Laoz is from Valencia, and I really like how he officiates the games. And I know it's not a really popular opinion in Barcelona because it's kind of different way of managing a game. But I like Mateu, and he's from Valencia. So, and also Sanchez Martinez, the one from Murcia, the one who was in a Clásico with controversial, but I don't think he acted badly. It was more problems for the VAR room for Sanchez Martinez, that also for me is one of the best referees in LaLiga.
So, I'm sorry, did you say, I didn't quite catch it, what kind of game can we expect today? Because if it's more physical, that would play to Athletic Club, no?
I mean, not really. I think Barça also are ready to compete in the physical aspect of the game right now. They have been working a lot on that aspect with all these players, of course, like Gavi, also Frenkie. Introducing this kind of four midfielders, I think here also, Xavi has wanted to control and dominate and have this also physical shape on the field.
Well, I just meant in the sense that how much physicality the referee allows, because Athletic Club like to put their hands on their opponent a little bit more often. And we just saw just from a little, we call it a touch foul on Frenkie, which benefits Barça, because the more touch fouls he calls, the better Barça can do.
Careful with Gavi.
Careful with Gavi here, running forward, winning it. And he slipped. Got away from Íñigo.
Now, Spence, just to answer your question, Munera's also one of these referees that also allows to play a lot. So let's see also today his criteria. For me, my opinion, and just to close the debate about referees, if he keeps the same criteria in terms of allowing or not allowing, it works well for me. The fact is to be logical in both with both teams. That's all.
Okay. Goal kick to Athletic Club. Unai Simon waiting for the fans to whistle, to boo, and then he delivered one of his probably worst goal kicks ever. Straight out. Here is Koundé back to ter Stegen. When the ball goes out against Spence, we're going to go and review some comments from our fans.
Yeah, let's do it. We also have to find out what Luke decided eventually.
Exactly, yeah, we're going to do it over there at the screen today, apparently. And the other thing I was going to say is, oh yeah, keep like telling us who you think is going to score first today. Foul on Valverde. Do you want to go and do it now?
Sure.
Yeah, go.
I got nothing else to do. Let's see what we got. All right, I want to see those comments coming. Keep them coming. Be creative. Be good. Oh, it's Luke.
Our way back down. Come on, Lukey. Let's go. There's a Quackwa and a winner. Barça or Athletic Club. Oh, again.
If there were more treats there, he would have gone after them too. Just saying.
If there was like a draw.
Yeah, no, there's no. He doesn't do draws. Andrzej says greetings from Poland. Mac is back.
Oh, greetings to the people from Poland. Yeah. Sorry.
Bayudin looks like a gentleman swordsman from 1770. The mustache is epic. I didn't know that's what people from the I guess we've seen enough movies from people from 1770.
Or paintings.
Simon, I'm glad to be here. Have a nice evening. ¿Cómo estás? Hola, amigos.
We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah,
Looking
we're
forward
great.
to a Barca win. Barca with some trouble there to bring the ball out, throw into Athletic Club. Go, Spence.
Alia, happy birthday, Robert.
Thank you.
And since you asked, I will be 22 in 10 days. I'm a 2000 baby.
Ooh.
How does that make you feel?
We did ask the
Yeah.
other day. 22 in 10 days. Okay.
How does that make you feel?
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you for the birthday wishes.
He
though.
wants me to move on.
I turned 35 on last Friday.
Sid says Mats will get another clean sheet today. He is close to 100. Of course, Mats being Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Yeah.
And J. Steve says when Robert said it's always true because he's a genius commentator. Someone just called you a genius. A genius.
Wow.
How about from
Pressure.
Facebook? Cesc, one day I will play on Barça.
I hope
Okay.
for the well-being of yourself and your family that you do.
Yeah, as
Good
long
luck
as you're
with
good. Khalid, the match ends 2-0, Forza Barça. The Williams brothers will be frustrated tonight. I like that.
We
I
hope
like
so,
that.
yeah.
Julio Fernando. Hoy se gana una vez más y vamos a la
Yeah, we're
caza
chasing them.
del Real Madrid. We're on the hunt
We're on the hunt.
for Real Madrid. I don't know how to pronounce this name. There are many symbols and letters that I don't understand. But OG Patoras Tony Kroos. Well, Tony Kroos? Okay, come on, we'll do it. Do it well, Catalans. If you say so. Tony Kroos. Miguel Lopez, Visca El Barça, Visca Catalunya here in Los Angeles, California, where Ricky Puig was just eliminated from
Careful,
MLS.
careful, Spence, because Barca managed to break free. Here is Pedri on the left, Lewandowski on the edge of the box, tries to give it back. Couldn't quite get the ball to Pedri. Unai Simon has to come out and clear. Go.
Yeah, they just had the LA Derby in the playoffs, which, by the way, is called because there's a lot of traffic in LA. The derby in LA between LAFC and LA Galaxy is called El Tráfico.
Oh, nice. I like that.
And
Goal kick to Athletic.
that's it. Okay.
That's it. Right, good. Goal kick to Athletic Club after a long ball played by Busquets. Dembele made the run. We are going to go to the Spotify Camp Nou. Let's see if it brings us good luck because we have a very familiar face there. Hola.
Yeah.
Chica, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, Robert, and everybody there at Barça Studios. Wait,
Oh, are we going to celebrate a goal together?
I wish.
Dembele slowed it down. Here he is. Inside pass. Inside pass. Oh, bet you couldn't get to it.
Gabi, yes.
Oh, Gavi, sorry.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
I'm here ready for these first 10 minutes of the game, and I'm nervous.
Very nervous. Yeah, I mean, Athletic Club are a team that I feel like might make things complicated for us today.
I think today and every day, because it's not an easy team. We know what it is to play against the best team. Well, in general, I think Real Sociedad, Athletic, they're all really good. And apart from that, is one of the strongest for Athletic is their physical condition. They know how it is to play vertical, to run the entire game. So it's not going to be easy, but we said it in the social media stories. I don't know if you saw that, Robert, but 20 games at home, unbeaten. That's an amazing run, and we want to continue like this.
Well, I hope so. I hope so. Careful that long pass from Ter Stegen. Oh, the clash there.
Oh, and it goes against Levy.
Oh, why did that call go against Lewandowski?
It's no sense.
Unbelievable.
Man.
We just got a replay, and it's even less comprehensible.
There's
Right. Anyway, Mai, what do you think the key will be then, in order to beat them?
The key is control the tempo of the game, try to do what we did against Villarreal, try to score in 5 minutes, and do it now in the first half. So you can obviously take more slowly in the second half. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
The fans are getting really angry.
Yeah, because Athletic Club are basically taking their time with everything.
Yeah, definitely, yes. So yeah, that's it. Control the tempo, score the goals, try to score the goals in the first half. If you obviously can score in the second, that's even better because it means like you have an amount of goals, and it's always good to have a goal difference. But doing it now and control the tempo as always, and you have all the, let's see, counter-attack.
Let's see the counter-attack. I want to celebrate the goal with Mai. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele knows what he has to score. Here goes Dembele. They shot. Oh, Unai Simon. There's still an opportunity here. Lewandowski. Dembele. Let's go, Mai. Mai. Vamos.
VAR checking the goal, careful.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, I didn't see anything.
No, I didn't see the goal.
Mai, I hope it counts.
I have to go, I have to work, but this is amazing. Celebrated a goal together. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's going to count. I think they were concerned if Lewandowski was offside or not. I think it's going to count. Right, before you leave, score prediction, knowing now that Barça have scored.
4-0.
Vamos! Molt bé, chica. Clem.
Adeu, bona nit.
Bona nit. Ousmane Dembele scores, and that should count, right?
That's got to count. I don't see anything wrong with
A header
anything.
Yeah.
from Dembele. Is that a first time?
It has to be one of the first.
One of his
Is it?
first
Yeah.
headers, you mean?
That's a
No,
goal
with
for
the head,
Barca
yeah.
from a Dembele header. It counts, right?
It has
It's
to
got to.
count.
We've got replays and we're not seeing the reactions of anyone here, but it should count, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it counted.
Counts.
Vamos!
It's gonna count. You know what? You know what's funny is Mai and Bruno are a quarter of a second ahead of us.
Yeah, we
And
heard
you
it.
can
Yeah.
you can hear it as it's
And
going.
you could also see in my face.
Yeah, exactly. That was great.
Right, Bruno,
Good job,
off to a
Mike.
great start.
Fantastic start. What a great goal from Ousmane Dembele. I was worried because, in these last games, always we have to wait until the goal is confirmed. But the goal has been given to Barça. Fantastic news to see again Dembele scoring in the Spotify Camp Nou after some games without doing it. So great news, Dembele scoring the opening goal, and now let's see if Barça can go for the second one.
Frenkie de Jong is out on the run, driving into the middle. He can switch it over to Ousmane Dembele. Here he is, Dembele, long touch, but he still keeps control of the ball. Dembele puts it back into the box, looking for Lewandowski. That wasn't a very good cross, but anyway. Now foul by Dembele on Yuri. Right, Bruno, we'll find out one way or another, but can you remember off at the top of your head if this is the first goal that Dembélé scored with a header? I think it must be, right?
Ooh, in Barca's history, in all his years here, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know from
Dembélé
memory,
header.
but no, not many. If he has scored, at least no, not many. What yes, I can confirm you that it's his first goal this season at the Spotify Camp Nou. He scored
in LaLiga because he scored
yes,
against Inter. Yeah.
exactly. Sorry, LaLiga. I'm talking about LaLiga. He scored against Real Sociedad in the Real Arena. He scored against Cádiz in that 4-0 win, and third goal in La Liga for Ousmane Dembélé. 2 assists he has provided, so it's 5 goals and assists in total in 11 games. Not bad numbers at all for Ousmane Dembélé, who still is on fire.
And I'm going to add, Bruno, be careful, the chance for Athletic Club here, a cross inside, takes a deflection. It's going to go out on the other side. Oh, the camera. Almost, we lost the camera here. Bruno, I was saying, showing off my knowledge before, I said that Lewandowski had 11 goals, 3 assists in La Liga, combining for goal participation of 14, now 15.
Yes, exactly 15. Another assist for Lewandowski. 4 assists, 11 goals. It's unbelievable. Let's see. A great recovery from Barça. Now the counter-attack.
Oh, the block there. And that should be a yellow, right? Yeah.
Come on.
Tarjetita.
Yellow card for Oscar de Marcos. Careful, because he's the right back, and well, it can be important. And the way of defending of de Marcos with a yellow card in 15 minutes can be important. This was a rugby tackle more than a football action.
Bruno, I'm loving those 2 little kids that you have behind you. There you go. Ask them what you think, in Catalan or whatever, or in Spanish, what the score will be. What do they think?
Pero ¿cuántos goals? He says that always wins Barça. 8-0, he says one of them. 8-0. ¿Y tú? 2. Okay. One says 8-0, and the other one 2-0. So it's a kind of optimistic, really optimistic one, and one more conservative young fan. We love to see the youngsters.
I love the optimism. 8-0 might be a bit too much of a stretch, but I mean, who knows?
We have confirmation, by the way. Our research team was on it.
Ooh. Pedri with the pressure on Unai Simon forces the mistake.
Ousmane Dembélé has now scored 58 goals in his career between Rennes, Dortmund, and Barça. That was his 36th goal for Barça. In his career of those 58, only one other goal was a header. It was for Dortmund against Wolfsburg. So this is his first header goal for Barça.
Bravo! Vamos, Ousmane. Vamos, Ousmane. Was this the... Was that the mosquito?
No, that was applause.
No, but I can hear the mosquito. There he is. He's got the ball as well. Fill the live chat with mosquitoes, I'd say, guys. Live chat with mosquitoes. Ousmane Dembélé sending Athletic Club to sleep momentarily. I mean, they can still wake up, and you don't want to wake up a lion. It's always very dangerous.
I would like to point out real quick, because normally after a goal, I dunk the ball in the hoop. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure this gets
Hold on,
through.
because Sergio Roberto's making a run forward, and he's got Ousmane Dembélé ahead of him. Here's Dembélé. Dembélé through to Roberto. Roberto inside the box. Can shoot the shot. Oh! Vamos! Sergio Roberto! Vamos, Sergi! Are you going to dunk now?
No, absolutely not.
Vamos! 2-0 for Barça, and that is Sergi Roberto with the goal. His second in La Liga. And it all started with his run on the right wing, gives it to Dembélé, keeps on running. Berenguer doesn't follow. The shot by Roberto takes a deflection. Let's be fair, but Barça take a 2-0 lead, Bruno, thanks to Sergio Roberto and his second goal in La Liga.
Yes, and not anymore with his blonde hair, that it was being difficult for me to recognize him, first of all. But goal for Sergio Roberto, second one, yes, as you were mentioning, he scored also here at the Spotify Camp Nou against Valladolid. The goal is also given after all the checks from the referee, so it's 2-0 up after 19 minutes. Incredible start for Barça, like they did the other day against Villarreal. 2 really tough sides, and so far Barça doing it really well against these 2 teams. 2 really good nights so far. Let's see if this continues like this.
And the one friend who guessed 2-0 is now on the right track.
Or the other, because
guess who is been derailed and no longer on a track.
Yeah, I'm aware that I can't get this one right, Robert. Thank you. I appreciate that. You want to tell me anything else that's going to bring my self-esteem down with Barca leading 2-0?
Well, I told you it was not a good prediction. And Camp Nou are enjoying this.
Yeah.
Singing Un dia de partit. Ancora m'attacava. Non preguntis per què. Del Barça soc supporter. Sempre t'animaré.
Ale, ale, ale.
The pass by Valverde, looking for Lewandowski. Bruno, Joy seems to have come back to Spotify Camp Nou.
Who?
Joy.
Ah, Joy. Sorry, I thought you were asking about someone or at my back. Okay. Yes, Joy, of course. And I have the impression that, I mean, of course it's going to be really tough, the Champions League, because we don't depend on ourselves. Of course, there's still 70 minutes to go today and it's early. But the Camp Nou is activating the plan for Champions League mood on Wednesday. And who knows if Pilsen can take some points against Inter. Let's see. Early substitution at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Yeah.
Because
Ander Herrera.
Ander Herrera has been replaced here for Dani Garcia. So, yeah, I was checking my notes. I don't know if there's some physical issues on Ander Herrera or it's just some tactical aspects for Valverde. But as I was saying, I think the Camp Nou is also preparing the Wednesday atmosphere at Bayern Munich. Of course, Inter are playing before Barca against Pilsen, but if Pilsen are able to take some points against Inter, Barca will be again on the track in the Champions League too. So let's see how everything goes. Let's see if the team confirms today's good feelings and win. But I love to see the Camp Nou connected with the team, although some negative results a week ago.
Careful here with the recovery by Koundé, finding Dembélé forward. Here is Dembélé back to Sergio Busquets, and Busquets back to Dembélé. Bruno, I would be happy for the rest of the game, for the remaining 70 minutes, to have the camera on you and the two kids behind you, because they're an absolute show. It's just the joy that they have watching this game. They're having a whale of a time.
A whale.
Oh, Dembélé. Getting away from Yuri. Here is Dembélé driving inside. What a game for Dembélé. The pass to Lewandowski. The turn. The shot. Oh! Stop it! Don't do it like that. No. Vamos, Lewandowski. What a goal.
Mamma mia!
And you know, against Villarreal, he gets the ball with his back to goal, and he turns to his right, and then he smacks it in. And today, he has his back to goal, turns to his left, and puts it in. Vamos, Robert Lewandowski! Bruno Lewandowski does it again.
What a goal. I'm just seeing the replay here on our screens. Incredible way to finish. Incredible dribble from Dembélé to sit down Yuri Berchiche. Well, what a goal. Another assist for Dembélé. Another goal for Lewandowski, exchanging their roles as in the first goal. Incredible how Barca are performing today once again. Incredible feeling here at Spotify Camp Nou. Well, it's 3-0 up after 22 minutes. I'm out of the guess the score, but I'm happy of it because, well, this means that Barca are scoring many goals. And careful with that guy who said they need, like, careful, because we are on the good track, eh?
The little kid, I mean, his prediction there must be, well, it's well on track.
If that's the final score of this game, we got to bring that kid in for Barcelona next time.
Yeah. Definitely.
Indeed, they are like little coaches.
Look at him. They're having such a great time. Look at them. I love it. But I'm not sure if we can actually show this, so let's remove. Let's get them in the background again. We don't want to get into trouble. Like,
we appreciate the fandom.
Okay, wait a minute. When the ball goes out, we're going to do some comments. We're going to have a question coming up for you, which I've just sent through to Santi as well. So, throw in to Athletic Club. Spencer.
All right, I'm off.
Enough.
FTBL Mood Osas. Hi, Spencer, Robert, and Nirati. with 5 waving hands. Forza Barça, looking forward to today's match. I predict 4 or 5 goals for Barça.
Well, I mean,
That was before everything, too. Nice. Hello from Cape Town. Culé forever. Go Barça. Hello, Henry. Josue Casindula watching you from Windhoek, Namibia. Visca El Barça. We love getting people. I've seen a lot of Africa shout-outs lately, too. That's Africa, right? Please tell me I'm right on that one. Okay, just making sure. Just making sure. Still working on geography. Rostuff just got the new kit. It's amazing. Well, tell us, Rostuff. Was it the first kit, the second kit, the third kit? Was it this one? Was it the Champions League or the San Jordi one? Delwyn, we can. Robert's a genius.
Oh, be careful. Nico Williams had won it back. Okay, go.
Okay. Robert's a genius because he's definitely a football wizard for us in terms of highlights and matches from a decade ago. That's true.
But
that's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm happy to be called a genius, but that's more like the things that my brain chooses to remember. Careful because Dembele's on the break. Dembele dispossessed by Íñigo Martínez.
And finally, Ice Toulouse is thinking like we're thinking. Maybe the 8-0 kid wasn't that wrong.
Maybe the 8-0 kid.
It's 3-0 now.
And there's 25 minutes played, so yeah. Maybe he wasn't that wrong.
I have another comment because, you know, I told you before my family is from Bilbao. They started WhatsApping me, can you please stop? We can finish here. We don't want more calls.
I mean, I'd be happy to see more goals. I'm sad for your family. I've got a friend, poor John. I've got a friend who's an Athletic Club fan named John. He's actually been on the show before. We did like a video call. And today he's been invited to the presidential area at Spotify Camp Nou, so he's all suited up to come and see this game. And I mean, I hope he enjoys the food at halftime at least, because right now this must be difficult to digest for him. Here's Valverde. Turned by Pedri. Pedri is fouled.
So
amazing.
I just wanted to finish my thought from earlier, right? The reason I didn't dunk, because normally that's what I go with, right, is because this is the prototypical Basque team, so we can't play basketball. It just doesn't work.
Oh, dear, Spence.
It doesn't work. Can't do it. I'm not playing basketball against a Basque country.
Oh dear. You know there's a sport that's called pelota vasca?
And what does that?
It would be translated into basketball.
And what does that consist of?
It is kind of like squash, but they play with their hands.
Okay.
On the wall. So you smack
like
the ball
like a racquetball that you just pat around.
Yeah, but
the
ball is pretty heavy.
You have to smack it onto a wall.
That sounds fun. That sounds
painful at the same time, because I've actually played and touched that ball.
You played?
Only like once. Oh, there's a Barca player down on the ground,
Gavi.
Bruno. Gavi is down. Athletic still attacking. The ball into the hands of Ter Stegen. Bruno.
Yes, Gavi is down, and he's not one of the typical players who goes down easily. Let's see, because now doctor's coming to attend him to the field. And Munuera is going to show a yellow card to Xavi Hernandez, or to one of his assistants, to Oscar. I'm not really sure who has been booked in Barca's bench. But yeah, some tension there. Xavi, the manager, who has seen this yellow card, and Gavi, receiving medical attention. Let's see, because he's down there. Well, seems to be a little bit shocked.
Yeah.
I think
that was really painful, but he'll be okay later.
Yeah. No, he was hit right in the noble zone, they call it.
Yeah.
In between the legs.
Not a great spot.
That was a painful
to be hit.
And Xavi was saying to the linesman, no lo ves, you're not seeing the action, please, and that's why he has been booked with a yellow card.
Xavi seen Bruno the other day. He was very angry.
Oh, I remember years and years ago when we were teenagers, I went with my friends, my English friends, Tom and Matt, and my brother Luis, to Camp Nou, and something similar happened to Gabri, the former Barca player. And the running joke throughout the rest of their trip here was no more baby Gabris. I mean, I hope it's not no more baby Gavis after this, but I mean, it's definitely definitely painful.
You know what? There are scientific studies that prove that when a person sees another person get hit in that area, that they actually feel 10% of the pain.
Yeah.
And right now, I am feeling a lot of pain.
I mean, if you look at his face, I'm feeling the pain as well.
I don't want to feel this pain anymore, so please, can we move on, Gavi? You'll be okay, please.
Okay, so that we don't feel the pain anymore, let's ask a question. Let's ask a question to our fans, because the game has been interrupted at the moment while Gavi's receiving medical attention. And it's just a plain simple question: which is your favourite goal? Is it Ousmane Dembele's header? Is it Sergi Roberto's run into the box and shot, which was deflected, but it's a good goal? Or is it Lewandowski's? I'd probably say Lewandowski's.
Yeah.
The control, the turn, smacks it in.
You say it clear. I think the defense of Athletic Club were
Gavi's back in the field.
Thank you,
That's
Bruno.
good news. Yeah, the face looks painful again. No, I was going to say that I think the fans of Athletic Club were waiting him in the other side, and that's why he turned it left, and it was an amazing goal. I also choose that one.
Which is your favourite goal, Spence?
Any Lewandowski goal tends to be my favorite, but I'm going to take the Dembele goal today because of how rare it is.
And Bruno?
Lewandowski's one, yeah, has been a beautiful one, turning after a good pass. Now the ovation has been for Xavi Hernandez after a fantastic control in that ball that went out in the sideline. Well, manager Xavi also with his skills that still there. And now, yeah, the ovation and all the Camp Nou saying Xavi Hernandez, Xavi Hernandez.
Do we have it? Santi, can we do like EBS? No? Oh, we can't. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. We can't do it. Right, half an hour played. 3-0. The goal scored by Dembele, Sergi Roberto, Robert Lewandowski, scoring his 12th in LaLiga. What a performance in this first half. 3-0 up. Means that at the moment I'm getting my prediction right, but I'm happy to
I wish it was the kids' one. Like, I really wish that.
Bruno, Gavi's having some trouble here. He's come to a halt in midfield. Dembele keeps on going. I don't think he's realised that Gavi... Oh, no, Gavi's all right now. Okay.
Well no, he goes down. He goes down.
No, he's going down. Oh, dear.
He's a warrior, as always. He has tried to continue, but let's see. Negative phase for him, and now it's Frank Kessie warming up really quickly. Gavi's going to be replaced, I think, and he doesn't have a really good phase. And I mean, Barça are really unlucky with the injuries this season. I mean, now that Gavi was probably, if not one of the most informed players of the squad, seems that he's going to be replaced. And well, he was touching also a part of his leg, apart from what happened with the clash. I mean, let's see if it's not another thing apart from the collision, and well, he can be recovered in the following weeks or days, but well, he's going to be replaced for sure. And I don't think there is any reasons to risk with 3-0 up after 32 minutes and such an important player as Gavi, who's crying now on the field.
Oh, no, he's in clear pain. The collision, I mean, we've got the replay right now. Oh!
It goes to the quadriceps, though, like here also.
Yes, it's not just the head, it's also a left leg there, yeah.
I mean, let's hope he's all right.
The Presidente Frank Kessie is ready to come on. Gavi at least is able to stand up and leave the field by his own, receiving the ovation with, of course, well, tears in his eyes after what has happened.
Okay, well, guys, round of applause for Gavi. The Camp Nou on his feet. Fill the live chat with applauses for our young warrior for Gavi, having to walk off injured here, replaced by Frank Kessie. We'll fill the live chat with applauses, please, for Gavi, who's going to go straight to the dressing room. Kessie comes on for Barça. I was wondering if Xavi would go to a more traditional 4-3-3 with bringing on an extra attacking player, but at the moment he's sticking to the four midfielders, if we include Pedri as a midfielder, of course, today playing on the left wing. There we go, there we go. Now we can do it. Fill the live chat with applauses for Gavi, please.
And now this is a test. I mean, this is Kessie getting an opportunity to play a full hour. We haven't seen much of that, so.
Yeah.
Had many opportunities to play in the last few games. We'll see how he fares against Athletic Club, coming on with this 3-0 result. Now I can see the applause is coming in for Gavi. There we are.
I think what shocked us most, it was like Gavi's not a player that usually cries or stems to the field.
He was in clear pain.
Yeah.
In clear pain. Right, here is Busquets. Over to Koundé. Koundé passes to Sergi Roberto. The game has definitely slowed down a little bit after
it just broke the rhythm of the game and everything. I think also like Camp Nou like froze for a moment because Gavi is a really important player, and but you just get to continue, and that's the good thing when you do your homework like pretty fast, and in the first half that you can slow down the rhythm a little bit and nothing happens.
Eric to Valverde. We saw this happen the other day as well with the 3-0 result, especially in the second half. Barça kind of dialed it down a little bit and just went into cruise control.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do that just yet. My prediction would be that we're going to see at least another goal or two in this game.
Talking about predictions, Spence. Talking about predictions.
Are you making fun of me because my prediction?
Look.
Oh, did you have to put it in red?
I'm so sorry.
Come on.
Well, I mean, you haven't got a single one right yet. Careful with the cross by Sergio Roberto. Oh, Kessié with a chance. Sergio Roberto then offered the second opportunity. Was offside. Yeah, Spence, I mean, your record isn't great so far this season.
Luke's is better than mine.
Your dog is better than
Correct.
You should learn from him.
Correct.
But maybe one day you can go with 3 treats and go 1-0, 2-0, 3-0.
Against a game that we're
a game where we're playing at home, for
expected
example.
to win.
Yeah.
I mean, we're expecting to win all of them now, but if it's against, say, I don't know.
Say the game against Almeria at
Valladolid or Almeria or something.
Almeria at Camp Nou. Go 1-0, 2-0, 3-0 and see what he picks.
All right, I'll have him guess the score.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If he gets it right that day and you don't, then it gets embarrassing.
I was thinking at some point we just, bring him in and let him choose here.
Yeah, I mean...
At some point.
At some point, yeah. I like the idea, but I think there may be a few, issues within the Barca studios, I don't know, policy, laws, I don't know.
Rules are made to be broken.
Rules, I don't know. I don't know if we can bring animals into a studio. Never had to ask the question. Anyway, 37 minutes played. Valde.
Oh, it's
the
nice.
game of Valde again.
Release.
Embrace the Valde, baby.
Embrace the Valde, baby, because he's doing an amazing job there at left back today. Releasing Pedri, Barça, controlling the ball, and here is Koundé to Kessié. Now Dembélé on the right. Barça absolutely dominating this first half, Bruno.
Yes, and against a really tough rival like Athletic Club. It also happened the other day against Villarreal. We're talking about top teams of LaLiga Santander. Let's see this chance.
Here is Valde, Valde, Kessié!
Mamma mia.
Got a touch and it's a corner kick.
Goal kick.
Oh, goal kick. Okay.
Goal kick, yeah. Kessié is complaining now to the ref, but yeah, the referee has given a goal kick.
I thought it went off of an Athletic player as well. I thought it went off Yeray. Valde.
It's Kessié touching, I think.
It might have been Kessié's last touch. 38 minutes played, high pressure. Barca win it back? No. But they will get a throw in.
I have something I want you guys just to think about for now, because this second half might be similar to Villarreal, and we've got something that we're looking forward to on Wednesday. It's a big game. So we did a what would you do for this, for that, whatever.
Yeah.
I think we went to the what would you do for a Klondike bar. And now we know what needs to happen on Wednesday.
We need Inter to drop points.
We need Inter to drop points, and we need to beat Bayern. So I would ask you and don't give me an answer right now, and maybe also in the chat too, what would you do for a Pilsen win or draw and a Barça win against Bayern on Wednesday? What would you do for those results to happen?
Live on the show? Or?
Yeah, like if they happen the next show, you've got to do it.
Yeah. I was going to do something related to pills and beer, but we can't drink alcohol in the show.
Just give it some thought. I've already got something in my head. Just give it a thought.
I'm not repeating the habanero experience.
No, that's already been done. That game has been played.
That game is, yeah.
I'm just saying
That ship has sailed.
that since I went back to the shirt, Barca is winning pretty easily.
True.
So I'm going to keep it on Wednesday.
True.
Okay, that's not like an embarrassing. Oh, I see.
No,
what
it's
you're
not
saying.
embarrassing,
Okay.
but it's a good charm for
yeah,
the.
yeah.
For
And I went back to the
that's
the
it.
Puyol socks.
I remain with the avocado socks. I remain loyal to the old avocado socks, which one day might become too old to continue wearing, but so far, still all right. Okay. 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Barca 3-0 up. Dembélé, Sergio Roberto, Lewandowski, the goal scorers. Let us know which one was your favourite goal. Koundé playing a risky game there and losing the ball, giving Athletic a chance to hit us quickly. The shot by Iñaki Williams is blocked by Eric. And Ter Stegen now distributes out to Pedri, who's playing quite deep at the back, helping Balde with Nico Williams, which is, I don't know what we predicted Gavi might do, but it's Pedri all the time.
Yes, it's Pedri all the time, and that's why I think that Xavi has decided to keep the same system as it was working well after the injury of Gavi. Not changing a lot in that aspect. I don't think we're seeing a lot of Pedri in attack, but he's helping a lot in defense, and that's also a really important task.
Yep. Well, we've got more of Frankie de Jong in attacking positions. Here he is.
Absolutely. After Spencer's question, I'm going to say that if we make it into the round of 16, because of course after what happens on Wednesday, well, let's see Dembélé.
Let's see Dembélé running past three defenders. He could go past the four. Dembélé tried to cut inside and in the end was dispossessed. It was a brilliant run. Maybe one dribble too many. Continue, Bruno.
No, I was going to say, of course, if Pilsen draws, Barca wins, everything will be, again, depending on ourselves. But I will say if Barca makes it into the round of 16 of the Champions League, to celebrate it well, in Pilsen, I propose you that I shave my hair live in the post-match analysis connection. If we make it into the round of 16 of the Champions League, okay?
See, now that's my embrace the Balde.
Or in the league game, if you want, in the preview of the league game that we're on air on YouTube.
In the preview of the league game.
Okay,
The preview of the league game.
We'll do it in it's Spotify Camp Nou against Celta de Vigo, can be.
Against Almeria, right?
Almeria, yes, true. Okay, so yeah, we'll do it that day. If we do it, but yeah, we have to qualify to the round of 16, okay?
I like it.
So Bruno now has a bet, and I have a separate bet about shaving heads. So Irati.
No way. No way. No.
So I will have time to recover our hair during the World Cup, so that's kind of a good idea.
What I
If we
could do
qualify
is
for the
like
round
to
of 16,
dye
I'll go
some,
back to my Movember style for the remaining shows of November. Just a mustache. Just a mustache.
Just a mustache for November.
But is something you
very
normally
hair
do,
related.
or?
But no, Irati, if Ter Stegen scores a goal this season, you have to shave your head.
No way.
Come on,
No
agree
way.
to it.
No, maximum I can do is maybe like dye it a little bit to blonde or something. I've never done
Okay,
it.
I
but
know you're so popular and you have
Yeah.
other shows you have to do besides ours. That's fine.
Barca in these final positions. Well, we'll see. I mean, obviously, we'll all be very happy if the miracle
the live
happens.
chat could give us ideas.
Yeah,
I
live
don't
chat,
know.
give us ideas. What should we do? We probably won't listen to any of them, but
But maybe we like some.
keep them coming. What should we do if Barca qualify for the round of 16 of the Champions League? It's very complicated. We don't depend on ourselves. We need Inter to drop points in 2 games, but still a small percentage possibilities that might happen. No?
I think my favorite would be if Balde scored the winning goal in the game against Pilsen.
Then you do everything together.
And then Bruno and I would have to do it, and then we just loop Robert in after that.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. We've already got some answers.
Eat 100 croquetas and then do 100 push-ups. Go for a dinner.
After eating 100 croquetas? Wow. I mean,
Yusuf said he would donate 200 euros to UNICEF.
It's a good idea.
that's actually a good idea. Yeah.
To Agnur now, that is our partner. Come on.
Oh, Busquets is down on the ground. The referee interrupts the game. Right, Barça, and I'm going to tell...
My crush about my feelings.
Oh. Can we get it again so that we can read the last couple of comments? I would eat tripe. It's been disgusting.
And
not being able to speak for a week.
I was like that because I got the surgery in my vocal cords and I had to be 1 week without speaking. It was really hard.
Oh wow!
Not even whisper. I was like with the notebook everywhere, like.
It would be kind of funny though if this all happens, that we have someone who can't speak for one show.
Yeah, that would make for
just
good...
with that and.
True. Yeah. You have to just use the board. The chalk.
5 minutes of a stoppage time.
Yeah, 5 minutes of stoppage time, obviously, because of the Gavi injury. And Barça just playing around with the ball right now. Very comfortable half for Barça. Ever since the first goal, I'd say, which came early.
Yeah.
Which we celebrated with Mai Rostro. Great to celebrate with Mai. And now Eric, long ball to Dembele. Kessié is going to pick up the rebound after it's headed away by Yuri Berchiche. Can Barca score a goal before half-time?
And Webster is asking for who the scorers are. So
the scorers are Dembele, Sergio Roberto, and Lewandowski. Do you like that? Would you have preferred other scorers? Does it make a difference?
Only if it was Ter Stegen.
There they are on our screen right now.
Why not imagine the goal that qualifies us for the Champions League is a Ter Stegen in the last minute.
I didn't realise that the 2 assists came from Dembele. I mean, if I'd thought hard about it, yes, but...
I think you have to do better than Movember. That's not...
It's a starting point.
We need to come up with something else more embarrassing. Offside, no?
Offside, Berenguer.
Flag. Hello. Come on. Hello. No. Okay. I guess not.
No cover.
Athletic Club with the ball in Barca's half. It's obviously defend well, not to let them get back into the game because there's still a whole half remaining.
Yeah.
These feisty Lions don't need any encouraging.
I would be okay with doing some kind of sport.
Yeah, me too.
Like basically working out the entire show in some
Bring
capacity.
in like a bike?
Like more than 100 push-ups basically.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. Like something where at the end of it I'm just praying for the game to end, but because Barca worked so hard to beat Bayern, I will then reciprocate.
Yeah, we can think of this stuff. Obviously,
this is just a brainstorming session.
Exactly. Keep the ideas coming. What we'll do is, I mean, if we make it through to the round of 16.
Yeah.
Not only the miracle.
Yeah,
of
no,
Wednesday.
both things need to happen. Yeah. I'll write them on our chalkboard here.
Yeah.
Might need more chalk.
By the way, Irati needs to get a prize today. If
it's true.
We get careful because we've given the ball away. Berenguer driving forward. He's got Koundé in front of him. Tries to go for the curler. Soft into the hands of Ter Stegen. And we can't give any cheap opportunities to this team. Bruno, the game's kind of like slowed down, hasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me a little bit of what happened the other day against Villarreal. Let's see at halftime if there are also some changes. Of course, Xavi, I'm sure he will also start thinking about what can happen on Wednesday to rest also some players if things continues like this in second half. Well, we will have to see how Xavi manages the squad, but so far, game slowed down, and these are not bad news at all for Barca.
I'm such a fan of those two kids behind you.
Bruno, can we get Bruno on the screen real quick? Can you just do me a favor? Just without any context, just turn around and just give like a little finger point to the two gentlemen behind you. Just a finger point and a smile.
There they are again. They're having a whale of a time. Okay. Busquets trying to play a sneaky first touch pass through to Lewandowski. That pass took a deflection. And we're entering the final minute of this first half. 5 minutes of added time because of Gavi's injury. He had to be replaced, unfortunately. See what the prognosis is there. Athletic with the final possessions of this first half. Ball goes off of Kessier, and it is a throw-in for Athletic Club. Valverde doesn't look very happy.
No, I don't think he likes today coming back to Camp Nou, because Athletic was performing well these days, and Barça didn't even allow them to do a clear attack.
Nico Williams has now switched sides. Dembélé is back to help defend. There is Nico Williams on Dembélé. Fire on fire, as Spence described earlier. The cross by Nico Williams, who'd made the run into the box. Headed away by Eric. And now the first half ends there. And we are 3-0 up. Fantastic result for Barça at half-time, replicating what we did against Villarreal at the Spotify Camp Nou only last Thursday. Goals by Ousmane Dembélé, Sergi Roberto and Robert Lewandowski give us this 3-0 lead as the players walk into the dressing room. Let us know, did you like this first half or did you not? I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't, but let us know. Thumbs up or thumbs down for this first half. For me, it's clear thumbs up, double thumbs up.
I think it's pretty clear.
Pretty clear. Go for it. Go for it. What are those poop emojis on the live chat? Get them out of there. Thumbs up, guys. Irati, thoughts on this first half?
Yeah, it's like as happened the other day, because the goals also came just in 10 minutes, 3 goals, and everything slowed down after Gavi's injury. But I really like that it was not only the goals, not only what the team was doing in attack, but also in defending, because we have been talking a lot about Iñaki Williams, about Nico Williams, but they haven't appeared in the whole game. We haven't seen Marc-André ter Stegen. It was the last save he did, but it was like a pretty clear save, and he didn't have to struggle a lot. And I'm really liking how the defense was working. Balde was amazing again, and I think the whole performance was incredible.
Yeah, thumbs fully up. And now I think the difference between this past Thursday and tonight is they need to find a way to work through and experiment with this second half. You don't want to see a second half that finishes 0-0. You want Xavi to go out at halftime and say, let's try to get a win in the second half. Let's try to win the half. Maybe there's room for a couple of substitutes as well. We'll see what happens. Xavi's probably going to change something with Gavi now being out. We'll see.
We'll see if Xavi introduces any substitutions. One thing that we did say was that Ousmane Dembélé had some very happy memories of playing Athletic Club at the Spotify Camp Nou. He provided 2 assists, or three assists, I think, last year in the game against Athletic, and scored. Today he scored again and provided 2 assists.
See, it's one of those nights of Dembélé that you can see in his face, in his feeling that he's inspired. We saw it didn't end up in goal, but we saw I think it's this one, like many dribbles over there, and he's really inspired, and he's helping a lot the team. I think it went well for him resting the other day and not starting from the 11 against Villarreal, because that gives you like that competence that you push yourself to be better, and today we are seeing the best version of Dembélé.
Right, it is halftime, and for those of you who watch this show regularly, you know what's coming. It's Spencer's halftime quiz. Let's go to it.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. Well, I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. I am actually hungry because I didn't eat dinner before this show. So after this halftime quiz, I'm going to go grab a bite. So, Laia, be ready with the food, please. Okay, let's do the halftime quiz, yeah? We had a lot of people who went 5 for 5 last time. I would like to see that happen again. So let's start with question 1. How many teams have won more LaLiga titles than Athletic Club? You answer your questions in the chat. I've got it for you. I will read it out. 2, 3, 4, or 5 more teams that have won more titles in La Liga than Athletic Club. Get your answers in now. I am reading through them. I see a C from Scuff, a D from Imad, a from Marcy, 2 from Enchanted Golden Apple. Okay, but we're looking for answers. Firman says B, D from Andrej, C from Calton, Max says B, Rintz says B, Carolina says B, and let's see the answer. We only have a couple of people who can go 5 for 5 now. Firman, Mac, Carolina, and Rintz, I believe, are the only 4. That's all I see. Yeah. All right. 6 times they've won it. Barça, Real Madrid, Atletico de Madrid are the other teams. All right. There's only 4 people. That was a tough one to start. So you 4 who are regulars, let's see if you can get it done. Question 2. What rule must all Athletic Club players follow? What rule must they abide by? A. They must perform 5 hours of public service per week. B. Following a loss, there is a mandatory 2-hour training session, which they would be in for tonight. C. They must be native to or trained in the Basque Country. And D. They must learn how to make croquetas from scratch. Answers in now. I see B from Mohammed. B from Christian. Marcy says C. I will be waiting for you, Firman and Mac and Rinse. Mac says C. Scuff says C. B from Ula. Amin says B. Rinse says B. Who else was I missing? Carolina and Firman. Firman, I just saw you in there. Firman says B. So I'm just missing Carolina, who needs to get her answer in, and I don't see it. Because you're a regular, Carolina, I'm going to give you an extra second, okay? But we only have right now 1 person. There's Carolina's answer. Carolina says C. Okay, let's see the answer now. We're down to just 2, because Firman got it wrong, and Rintz got it wrong. It's Mac and Carolina, 2 of our regulars, so be ready on the button, Mac and Carolina, because I need you to get these in now to try and go 5 for 5. Yeah, they have to be native to the area. That is, we've talked about that before, so kind of an easy one. Question 3. Let's talk about kits, and this is going to be a tough one. You got 4 options here. Which of these kits, there's only one of them, belongs to Athletic Club? They are all some semblance of red and white. Those are their colors. They are, of course, the Lions. And now I want to see the answers trickle in. And for Mac and Carolina, just get your answer in more than once, just so I can see it, just in case I miss it. I'm scrolling through. I don't see anything yet. Alia, you should give less time so they can't look it up. Thank you. Mac says C. And Carolina, I don't have yet. I will give Carolina 10 seconds, but I'm seeing a lot of C's. A lot of C's, a couple of D's. A D from Marcy, a C from Rintz, a D from Sebastian. Where are you, Carolina? Are you on delay? Come on now. Firman says D. Marek says C. Scuff says A. Ula says C. Carolina's running out of time. 5, 4, 3. I'm sorry, Carolina. 2, 1. Oh. Ah, there she is. Carolina says C. But I'm sorry, nobody's going 5 for 5 today. The answer is D. That was the last time they won the league, 1983-84. This is Southampton from this, I'm sorry, Sunderland from this year. This is Southampton from a few years ago. And that is Atletico de Madrid from 1999. Nobody's going 5 for 5 today. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Question 4. A lion's roar, because they're the lions, get it? They can be heard from how far away? How far away do you have to be to hear a lion's roar? Is it the distance between the Camp Nou and the RCDE Stadium of Espanyol? Is it from one end of the Ciudad Esportiva, that's a typo, to the other? Is it from Barcelona to Bilbao? Or is it the length of a football pitch? How far away can you hear a lion's roar? Matthias says D. There it is. I like it. Good job, crew. Marcy says D. A lot of D's, the length of a football pitch. A lot of D's. So you're telling me that from one football pitch to the other, I can hear a lion's roar, but beyond that, I can't hear anything. Okay. Wow, lots of D's coming in. Thang Boylan says C. I don't see anybody with the right answer. Miguel has the right answer. Carolina is now struggling. So is Firman. Rince, though, could go 4 for 5 because Rince has it right. Or Rince. Charlie Barça has it right as well. The answer will surprise you. That's 8 kilometers, or 5 miles for those of you in imperial measurement countries. It's a long ways away. Yeah, you can hear it from a ways away. They're big cats, if you ever watched that before. Question 5. One more lion question for us, because they're interesting. And this is actually kind of relevant today. How often does a lion typically sleep? Is the answer technically never? Like a shark, they have to, always have their one eye open. 8 hours per day, like us humans, us normal humans. 12 hours per day, like a college student, if you will. Or 20 hours per day, like a sloth. Answers coming in. Alia says, I don't know how to measure in miles, but I knew it was 8 kilometers. Good job. Ignite says D. Scuff says 12. That would be C. Ali says D. Alia says D. Isan says D. Lots of D's. There's a B from Marek, a B from Poppy. And then Poppy went and said C. Well, that doesn't work. Hamza says B. Not many A's. There's Miguel with A. And, yeah, this is well across the board. But, well, if the answer is for the first half, I would say it was the entire first half because they were asleep the whole time. But the real answer is 20 hours per day a lion sleeps, which is wild to me. The other 4, I guess they're out on the hunt. But today, they've been sleeping the whole time. So, yeah, nobody got it perfect today. I'm sorry. But that's just the way it goes. So, until next time. Robert, Irati, how many hours a day do you sleep?
Fewer than I'd like. Spence, stay where you are because we're going to do something after we come back from Bruno at the Spotify Camp Nou. Because you prepared something and you kind of forgot about it. Anyway, let's go to Spotify Camp Nou. Bruno, your thoughts on this first half? Also, who do you think was the best player in this first half?
Well, really good first half of Barça. I think we have to give a lot of credit to this team because in these last 2 games at the Spotify Camp Nou, 3-0 up against Villarreal at halftime. Villarreal, a really good team. 3-0 up also today against Athletic Club, one of the toughest teams to play against with a really solid defense. Sorry. So, well, yeah, I think Barça has played really well this first half. Good point on Xavi, I think today also on the lineup, introducing this news of Pedri playing up front as a winger to try and stop Nico Williams, and they are doing it quite well. Unfortunately, Gavi has been replaced. Let's hope and cross our fingers that it's not going to be anything serious, his injury after that collision. But I think the impressions here from the Camp Nou are outstanding ones. Now the players are still on the locker rooms in these final minutes of halftime, and the team has played a brilliant first half.
All right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second. I'm going to get up and come to the screen with you, Spence.
Okay.
Because you prepared something?
Yeah. Just as a precursor, last year, because I call a lot of the juvenil games, the La Masia games. I did a cadete game, and
sometimes they're blowouts and you tend to get a little bit bored, right?
To fill the time a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So Spence has come up with a little segment that we can introduce to the show, which is, if we can get it on our screens, is Spence's secret tune. Spence's secret tune, and this is what the other day you were bored enough on our show to come up with.
I wasn't bored, I was just having fun.
Okay, let's show it.
We pop the net like Lewandowski.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. El marcaría
Dentro un
bosque.
Bosque. I didn't want to speak Spanish because I knew that it would give it away.
Yeah.
We pop the net like
Right.
Lewandowski.
That was
Right,
a short
so
one.
explain.
That was a short one. The idea is the net, like Lewandowski. There is a word.
Dovsky.
The word just comes. It's a chorus. It's whatever song. I got one I'm working on today. All right.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've already done
Give us a clue. Give us a clue.
I've already done about half of it. Well, your clue is that
Don't give it away, but
the
clue?
really bad joke that I told earlier was because I needed to fit a word in.
About Basque. Basketball.
Possibly.
Right. So shall we show it once more so that people realize what it is that you do? So if we've got it again, that rendition, there we go.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovsky. If you want another example, you can go to my Twitter account, which is @SpenceSiegel, just one word stretched
Follow,
out.
yeah.
And a couple of scrolls down, you'll see the Cadete one where I did This Love by Maroon 5 over the
Okay.
course of a 90-minute game.
So basically you just introduce word by word the lyrics of the song, and then you put it all together and come up with a silly little video. Right, which song, guys, do you think that Spence is working on today? And send in suggestions. Which one should Spencer do next? He's already working on one.
I
but
do take requests.
Which one is the one after? Let us know which song, and Spence might read some of them out. Laia can screenshot some of them, make a selection, and see which one can be the next one.
Yeah, I'm in. Can I go eat a piece of bread?
You can go and get a piece of bread. You can go to the bathroom. We'll stay here with Irati.
I'm gone.
Right, Spencer's going. We'll go back to the couch here.
Dovsky, El Marcaria dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale al ballone che lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovsky.
Right, Irati. The players are back out on the pitch, warming up before this second half. Let's hope it's a little bit more eventful than the one we had the other day against Villarreal.
Yeah, we saw that after Gabi's injured, everything slowed down and it started to look like the other day against Villarreal. Let's hope also to give that extra motivation to the fans, also to the club because and to the team, because it's coming an important week ahead, and we don't lose that faith that Victoria Pilsen is going to do something against Inter Milan. And just something, I read that Gabi's, there was nothing, it was just precaution, and that's why Xavi changed him.
Okay, he was impacted, essentially. Right, Bruno, no subs, no?
No subs in the halftime. Kessie, of course, came on replacing Gabi, but not any more changes for Barça, neither for Athletic Club. No players yet warming up. We will inform you to see which are the first ones here making their exercises. Actually, we can start seeing some movement on Barca's bench. And it's Ferran Torres, the first one who starts warming up, as well as Marcos Alonso and Ansu Fati. Okay, three players who are warming up. Careful with the run by Nico Williams inside the box. The cross into the hands of Ter Stegen. A very secure Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, who receives a round of applause from the fans. Who would you like to see in the second half is a question that we're asking you right now. Would you like to see Ansu? Would you like to see Rafinha? Would you like to see Ferran? Would you like to see Marcos Alonso, who's almost also warming up? Let us know. Who would you like to see in this second half? I already saw a couple of suggestions for songs for Spencer as well. I saw Payphone by Maroon 5. I saw Highway to Hell by AC/DC. Those are two good suggestions. We'll see if Spencer's up for it. Any players warming up for Athletic Club, Bruno? No yet. We don't see any single Athletic Club player warming up so far. And just about the Champions League, to mention that Inter won yesterday 4-3 against Fiorentina in a crazy game, and Victoria Pilsen also won 3-1. They are still top of the league in the domestic league, so both teams are arriving in form to that Champions League clash. That, of course, we will have an eye on it at 6:45 p.m. Central European time, also same Wednesday.
To have more hope on that, I was watching the Inter game and they won, but in the last minute, it was 93, they scored the last goal to win, so...
Had to struggle to win it. I see a comment from Charlie Barça saying, good to hear Gavi is okay. It is good to hear. Thank you, Charlie Barça.
And it was in the abductor, I don't know how to say in English, so it was not in that part.
Abductor.
Yeah, abductor, okay.
Good. Right, who do the fans want to see? Mixed opinions, ones and twos. Ansu Fati being one of those options. Ferran as well.
I want to see Ferran and Ansu Fati, both of them, because we saw in the last 2 games that they also play well when they play together.
Barça in possession. We'll see if Xavi introduces those substitutions so that the second half doesn't die down as much as it did the other day. To be fair, Villarreal didn't do much on their side either to liven it up, and it seems like Athletic Club are definitely going to try and have a go here with high pressure on Ter Stegen. The long ball straight into Yeray territory.
Yeah, it's pressing more like Villarreal. I think they just gave it the game for lose. They know it was difficult to come back from that, and then the second half was a little bit of that because it slowed down, but Barça had chances to score more goals. We saw a couple of Lewandowski, also Rafinha got opportunities, and I think it could be completely different because Athletic Club is pressuring up, and we saw the first appearance before of Nico Williams that we haven't seen in the first half.
Now Athletic in possession here. Can't let them get back into the game easily.
You asked me about Athletic Club's players warming up, Robert, and now, yes, we have Sancet and Raúl García. So, of course, 2 important forwards.
Yeah. Sancet, player who's grown a lot in the last couple of seasons. Raúl García, a feisty veteran. Is Oscar de Marcos over to Nico Williams, defended by Balde, who's done an excellent job so far at left back. Besga inside, Athletic playing near to Barca's box. De Jong and Busquets win it back. Here is De Jong, the release past Kessié, and Kessié passes immediately to Ousmane Dembélé. Here we go. Can we hit them in transition? Ousmane Dembélé, inside pass, looking for Pedri. Besga did well to recover, but Athletic lose it very quickly. Dembélé picks it up again.
Really good numbers of attendance, guys. So on the Spotify Camp Nou today, Sunday, 9 p.m. and almost 85,000 spectators at Spotify Camp Nou. Exactly 84,817. So incredible numbers of this Camp Nou that is still with the team.
Definitely, and they've had some great fun in the first half. Here's Pedri. Pedri lifts it over to Balde. No, couldn't get a touch on the ball, and it is a goal kick.
There is one fan that was supposed to be in this game that unfortunately hasn't been able to arrive to it. I don't know if on the live chat people can guess who can be. A clue. Okay, it's a special fan because he was a former Barca player.
Former Barca player. I read this tweet as well. So yeah, guess on the live chat. Which former Barca player was supposed to be in attendance today and wasn't able to make it to Spotify Camp Nou? Who was it? Spence, read out the comments when they come in, see if someone gets it right.
Well, when they put it in, see what they've got.
Good drive by Frenkie de Jong. Kessié holds on to the ball. Not Messi. I see a Messi.
That's what I was laughing at.
I see Thierry Henry as well. No, that's not the correct answer.
Iniesta.
No.
Puyol.
I see one correct answer.
Gary Lineker.
Kevin McLeave, yes. Gary Lineker. Gary Lineker was supposed to be at the Spotify Camp Nou today because tomorrow he will be receiving the Premio Vázquez Montalbán. It's an award, a journalistic award. Yeah, unfortunately he wasn't able to make it today. That's the tweet he tweeted out a while ago. Apparently storms at Heathrow Airport prevented his plane from flying.
That's sad.
Sad. I did have the reasons why he'd been nominated.
Barça
Wait a minute.
Live Center.
So he is receiving this award because of his ability to communicate, his ironic points of view, and his criticism inside of football. So well done, Gary Lineker. A splendorous football player and a great communicator. A great host, if you've ever watched Match of the Day. Very good. Very good. Iñaki Williams, Bruno, seems to be having some trouble.
Yeah, some physical problems for him, as well as desperation after trying many different things at the club in attack and not finding at all the way to score their first goal against Barca.
Lewandowski. Balde. Fans trying to cheer the team on See if we get any goals in this second half. Goes Koundé, long ball straight into the hands of Unai Simon. A refresher, Bruno, on who's warming up.
For Barça, Marcos Alonso, Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres. And for Athletic Club, Sancet and Raúl García.
With the recovery, careful. Here goes Sergi Roberto inside the box. He could set up Lewandowski. He could go himself. The pass to the other side. Pedri, a couple of rebounds, and Athletic
Hit the
will
post.
prevent the
Yeah,
goal.
it went to
hit
the
the post. Ooh, what a dangerous chance there. For Barca, careful now with Nico Williams. Ter Stegen comes off of his line, and the ball goes out for a throw-in.
It's a
Very
brilliant,
alert Ter Stegen there.
brilliant setup move. The dribble from Sergio Roberto to take him to that byline and then cutting it across for. I thought he was going to hit it Lewandowski, and Pedri almost just deflected it in from the clearance.
So, yeah, I mean, it's an attempted clearance by Dani Garcia, and Pedri just goes in there, gets his foot in it, and almost deflects it into the goal. A clear chance there for Barca to make it 4-0. Oh, Balde with the nutmeg. Essentially didn't come to much because Iñaki Williams kept on fighting. Ball inside the box, straight into the hands of Ter Stegen. Now Barca on the run. Here goes Sergio Roberto. He's got miles ahead of him.
I mean, with Barca up 3-0, this is how the game should be, up and down the whole time.
Well, that makes you suffer also if it's up and down. It's better to keep the ball.
But mostly up.
No, but I'm really liking how the team is defending. Like in other moments of the season, you could feel like maybe you were in danger, but there has not been an Athletic Club today.
And here they come again.
The importance of Koundé in the end, you can feel it.
Yeah. Oh, the game of Balde today is incredible.
But I have a question, because today for me it's a triple header day. Because I did the Juvenil game at noon on Barça TV.
Yeah.
And then we've got this game, and then at 5 o'clock I did Barça Athletic.
Yeah, you had fun with that one, didn't you?
The Barça reserves, formerly known as Barça B, now they're Barça Athletic this year, and they're really struggling. And so they lost 4-0 today. My question is, Pablo Torre, this is the type of game he would get into, right?
Well, Xavi did mention it the other day. Xavi said that his idea was to bring him on against Villarreal, but then there were issues of tiredness and some players who had some discomfort, and he needed to make other substitutions.
So this has to be a game he gets in, because otherwise, what's he doing on the bench? If not only could he be helping Barça Athletic, not that their success is make or break for the actual club, but just to get him more playing time.
And also to get minutes, because he's 18 years old, 19.
Right.
I mean,
Plus, we like to see the young players.
Right.
See the youngsters. Right. A chance at the set piece for Athletic Club. Berenguer's going to swing it in. Far out. Here comes the cross by Berenguer. He's going to head it away. De Jong helps clear it. And it is a throw-in on the left for Athletic Club.
The reality about Barça B is that players like Gavi, Balde, probably Pedri, all these kind of players, due to their age, they should be playing for Barça B. But of course, they are enormous talents that in the end have gone directly to the first team. But it's true, Barça B are suffering at the same time because, well, many important players that went directly to the first team.
No, that's true. You don't even think about that because Gavi and Pedri are just first team players. But yeah.
And I read that Dani Alves has asked to train with Barça Athletic to prepare to the World Cup.
A chance here on the break for Barca. Here is Ousmane Dembélé driving inside, cutting to his left. There's the oncoming run of Pedri. The pass was just a little bit too long. Pedri had to chase it. Slows things down. Now Dembélé. Dembélé could shoot. The shot by Dembélé into the hands of Unai Simon. A good chance there for Ousmane Dembélé. Right, question, guys. Will Barca score in this second half? Because we have the memory of what happened on Thursday, where the game slowed down and very little happened in the second half. So 3-0, identical score. Will Barca score in the second half? Yes, no, more than one. Is an option there. And if I say no, does it count as me getting the prediction right?
Well, I'm going to say yes.
We have to say no.
Yes. I'm going to say yes. And only because I don't want Robert to get this prediction right so he can jump up in the standings.
That would be my second result. But yeah, I'm going to hope. I'm going to hope
with
yes.
me.
I'm going to hope yes.
I think yes, because we are seeing Athletic Club also attacking more, and Barça is taking the profit with those runs and fast transitions, and the opportunities are coming. So I go for it, yes, also.
But we might be crossing Irate's name out from the curse of the free kick.
Oh yeah. Well,
can I switch it if
No,
the
no,
match
you
ends like
can't switch.
this?
No, 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 you're
Maybe to put the game up against Athletic in the second round.
No, no. No, no. You picked the date. You picked the date. Right. The long ball played by Testegen went straight to Unai Simon. Ooh, the pressure by Ousmane Dembélé now.
I love the reaction of Camp Nou.
Unai Simon and yeah, Camp Nou with a huge woo. Busquets playing forward, looking for Lewandowski. Barça in possession here. Pedri. Very comfortably finds Koundé. Oh, and here we go. On the right-hand side, Sergi Roberto is having a very good game as well. Sergi Roberto to Dembélé. Back to Sergi Roberto. Oh, the pass intercepted by Yuri Berchiche. It wasn't the best of deliveries by Dembélé.
That's okay, he has 2 assists today.
Yeah.
And careful because Dani Garcia is down for Athletic Club. He's asking to Barça to play the ball out. Let's see if Koundé is going to do it. No, it doesn't seem that they've seen it, and Dani Garcia is going to leave the field. Now, yes, Barça playing the ball out.
He was the player who was replaced by Ander, or who replaced Ander Herrera. So
yes, and Barça preparing. Yes, and Barça preparing now also their changes. Let's see if it's a triple change for Barça at the same time. But Dani Garcia going directly to the bench. He's gonna leave the match, and now we're gonna see also the changes for Barça.
I'd like to point out the 2 friends behind you have now switched sides.
Dani Garcia seems to be crying on the shoulder of one of the...
These are the worst 4 weeks for injuries. I don't know, Dani Garcia is not going to play in the World Cup, but it just reminds me because I saw who got hurt earlier today.
Varane.
Varane. Yeah, that's right. So the emotions from these injuries for these 4 weeks are some of the most painful that you see.
Honestly, leads me to say it makes no sense to have a World Cup in the middle of the season.
Of course not.
It
makes no sense. But anyway.
Leque for LeMarcos, and also, of course, Dani Garcia making his way for Sunset.
So Athletic have made 3 substitutions, Athletic Club, and 2 of them have been because of injury. Dani Garcia, clear signs of pain, sitting on the bench there.
But if you think that it's bad for the player when somebody gets hurt right before the World Cup like this, just wait for the injuries that happen during the World Cup that take the player away from the club.
It can change the whole season.
Exactly.
I mean, Barca have already felt that in a different way.
In the international break, yeah. Here is Kessié driving forward, tackled from behind. Referee says play on because Pedri can pick up the ball. Oncoming run of Balde on the left. We're an hour in. 3 goals scored in the first half. We're 3-0 up.
And Pedri put his hands out like this because that's a spot where Balde might cross it. He said, just slow down.
Slow down, boys. Slow down. Let's bring numbers forward. Here is Kessié in midfield. Over to Sergi Roberto. Now Dembélé, the one-on-one. He gets away from Yuri. Here he is, Dembélé. Can put it inside the box. Back to Lewandowski. Lewandowski couldn't quite control the ball. Now Kessié inside. Lewandowski. The ball pinballs around. Busquets slides down to try and recover. Koundé comes across. Oh.
I mean, maybe.
Is there a penalty?
Was there a penalty there? It was absolutely non-intentional. But,
maybe.
But it was separate.
Bruno, substitutions.
Yes, Lewandowski is coming off for Ansu Fati. Koundé replaced by Marcos Alonso, and Ferran Torres replacing Pedri. So let's see if it's Pedri or Ansu the one playing as the number 9.
I'd say it's Ansu, and I mean, we got a replay, and there's a handball, but it's not intentional. And right now I'm confused as to what the rule is. It keeps
I think the
changing every
referees are also
season, and
confused
you read up
about
on them,
that.
but then you get a whole mesh of ideas inside your brain. The play's going to continue, so I'm assuming that there's no penalty given. I mean, I'd say that's a very soft penalty to give anyway.
And it's going to be Ferran as a number 9 and Ansu in the wing, sorry.
So Ansu on the wing, Ferran, and Marcos also came on with Eric Garcia on the right-hand side of the centre-back pairings, and Marcos Alonso on the left. Here is Ansu, grabbed from behind.
Falta, yes, please. Oh, offside.
Offside. Right, guys, we have a lot of stuff prepared. So Santi, just give me an idea. I can't remember.
Well,
everything
we were talking about what would you do for the Champions
League. What would you do? What would you do exactly? This is good because like we're in the right. We're in the right mood now. We're in the winning mood, and if there's a miracle,
right,
and we make it through to the round of 16,
right,
a miracle being Inter Milan dropping points against Viktoria Pilsen and Bayern, what would you do to celebrate?
Hasit, I would get a mullet for Pilsen to win or draw and Barça win. Okay, well, a mullet takes time, or unless you already have the long hair and you just shave it like Bellerin. Yeah. Dye it red and blue,
the head,
so we're on hair. Yeah, I would consider that. Hang your room full of photos from the Barca players.
Well, essentially turn into a 13-year-old.
Right,
okay, yeah.
Right. Drew.
Oh, the back pass through to Sergi Roberto by an inspired Ousmane Dembélé. Sorry, I had to comment on that.
Drew says, prepare your dinner, my friend.
Come
prepare our dinner. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sebastian would do a naked run. That's what we would call it. Do a naked run around the Camp Nou.
I might not do that.
In parentheses, joke. Thank you for the parentheses.
Yeah.
And then Carlton, Barca qualify. You all need to watch Barca games with no shoes.
Oh.
Do people really want to see our feet though?
No.
Mine are pretty ugly.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mine, my hands are weird, and I think that my feet are a little bit weird as well.
No.
Think of this in the form of foot. Very bony.
I would consider a blue-red dye.
Like that you can then wash off.
Yeah,
that's not permanent.
No, it's not. I'm sure you can just find your own hair color and change it back or something. But I would do like a half blue, half red thing.
Yeah, but with the sprays that you can wash or like permanently.
I would do that too.
No,
if I'm allowed to wash it after the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I can do that also.
I could do that too. And Nirati would do that too. Okay. Set. We'll dye our hair blue and red.
Yeah. I like it.
Is that satisfying enough for you, Barca fans who watch us on Barca Live?
Yeah. Let us know if that's good enough. Maybe
Facebook? Is that good enough?
I don't know.
Dye our heads.
Ansu.
Oh, Ansu inside the box to pass by Frenkie de Jong. Here's Ansu. Ansu. Go Ansu. Oh, over the crossbar.
I thought it was a golazo.
Right, this boy comes on firing, Bruno.
No,
yes, and the run from Frenkie de Jong in this move has been incredible. I mean, from his own side, getting the ball, running, and finding a great pass to Ansu Fati, who almost find it there at the back of the net. Unfortunately, ball went over the top, but yeah, good first chance for Ansu Fati. And while we have Bellerin, Pablo Torre, and Rafinha warming up.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, Barca only have one substitution remaining.
It's going to be Pablo Torre. I'm sure. I hope.
Bellerin also needs the minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
That's right. Live chat, quick question. Who should it be? Should it be Bellerin? Should it be Pablo Torre? Or should it be Rafinha? Those are the three players who are warming up. It's a simple question. If we can type it up on our sidebar here, who should it be? Who should the last player to come on be? The last sub be? Bellerin, Rafinha, or Pablo Torre?
I think it's important also to rest Pedri the same way you rest Lewandowski.
Yeah.
So Pablo Torre is a good option.
Yep.
Well, Pedri's already off the field. Yeah, so it should be De Jong in midfield or Sergio.
Barca moving forward. Here is Dembélé through to Ferran Torres. Ferran couldn't get it past Unai Simon. A second chance for Barca. The ball up in the air. Goal kick. Kessié got the last touch. Yeah, yes. Well, I mean, I was confused there as well, Ligati, because when they came on, I saw Ansu and Marcos Alonso coming, but we didn't really get the shot of Ferran Torres replacing Pedri. But anyway, yeah, we were more focused on other stuff. Sorry. I also thought that Pedri was still.
But it makes sense also to rest a little bit De Jong, who has been really involved in recent games, or also Sergio Busquets. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, I think it's going to be there between Pablo Torre and Bellerin this final change. But hopefully, let's see if it's Pablo Torre. Yeah, after what Xavi explained also in the press conference and everything, it will make sense also to see Pablo Torre a little bit today.
I think also the fans are waiting to see him in the Spotify Camp Nou.
Turn there by Iñaki Williams. Going to take on Marcos Alonso. The through ball to Nico Williams and the clearance by Valde, who's having a superb performance. Bravo, Valde. Bravo, Valde.
And you have been talking about the World Cup, of course, that is going to be in some weeks in November. And there's the curious story there in Athletic Club because Nico Williams is going to defend Ghana's colors. And Iñaki...
the other way.
Sorry, Nico is defending the Spanish side and Iñaki is defending Ghana's colors. So, well, interesting story also. Yeah, to see one brother playing for one country and the other one with another one.
Dembele wins it back for Barça. Here is Frenkie de Jong inside. Ferran Torres can turn, can shoot. Here is Ferran, closed down and tried to get it to Kessié. Athletic Club clear the ball away. Right. I was just thinking, where do we go from here? Oh, we haven't asked the fans where they're watching us from today. Where are you supporting Barca from? Do the live chat with flags, guys, because I'm missing this. What time is it? What are you doing on this Sunday afternoon, evening? What's your weekend plan been? Wherever you're watching us from? How are you spending this lovely Sunday in which Barca are winning? Let us know where you're from, what time it is, and what you're doing. And salute, Irati. Bless you.
That was the quietest sneeze I've ever heard.
I was trying to keep it quiet.
Trinidad, from Vienna, from Sweden. Oh, more people from Trinidad. Oh, no, it's the same one. Ansu tries to go deep, gets away from Liquid. No.
South Africa a couple of times. Like that. Canada.
Also, guys.
Canada's a big place.
The flags, please. I mean...
From Barcelona, of course, also. No? It's Barcelona? Yeah.
I don't know if she's watching from her room.
Oh, no, it's Alia, yeah. From Slovenia.
I don't know if Alia is watching from her room.
Homesick. Oh, get well soon, Alia.
Okay, so she is. She says, I have my room full of Barça posters.
Oh, well.
Substitutions for Athletic Club. Vencedor is going to come on for Zárraga. One of the first and last changes for Athletic Club, actually. And Raúl García replacing Iñaki Williams.
If all goes to plan, technically today, Vencedor is not going to be. No.
Technically what?
Yeah, Spence didn't get that one. Vencedor today is technically not going to
Vencedor is
be a
winner
Vencedor. Oh, is a winner.
Spanish.
Vencedor is a winner.
Okay.
Means winner.
But in what context? I'm lost.
Vencedor is
the word.
Vencedor means winner. It's what the word means, but that's his surname.
Aha!
That's it. We got him there.
Got it. Every day is a day of learning.
There we go. That's it. Ansu Fati chases the ball. Did it go over? No. Oh, he keeps it alive. Well done, Ansu. All the love from Jamaica.
Come on.
Hi, Jamaica.
Let's get a fourth goal so that Robert's not right.
Many from Jamaica.
Many from Jamaica, Macedonia, Germany. Where are they watching from?
A lot of that. I see. Is it Denmark?
Zambia. Ooh, Zambia.
Jonas.
Intriguing.
I saw Scotland earlier.
From Ghana as well. Lots of people from different African countries. Bruno, a yellow card.
Yes, yellow card for captain Sergio Busquets. After that tackle there in that action, so yeah, yellow card for Barca's captain.
Coral Coda 13, doing my science project while watching you guys. What is the science project? Fill us in now, Coral Coda.
What is the science project?
And how
is it
did
biology?
the exams
Is it,
went?
exactly. Is it chemistry? Is it physics? Let us know.
Teach us about science.
Teach us about science. I have no clue. I went into journalism. I'm all about the words, not the numbers or the equations or any of that. And Irati brings up a good point, which we'll touch upon after this set-piece opportunity in which Sanchez almost connected with the cross by Berenguer. Wait a minute, let's let this play out for a second, just so that we don't start talking about something and have to interrupt it immediately. Barca do very well there to release themselves from the Athletic Club pressure. Right, the other day we were asking you fans, if you had exams, if you had anything going on in terms of studies. And lots of people sent in that, like on Friday they had exams, but they were up watching Barça and everything. And we want to ask you how they went. Can we get those comments back, Laia? The edit that we did, the Barça Live study group.
So many exams.
So many exams the other day. I want to ask, wait a minute, I'm going to bring it up on my phone here. I want to ask Kalim, Nkululeko, Ramadan Faisal, Tang Boylan Mizao, Karishma, Belen, Shikor.
Hold on.
How did those exams go?
Hold on. How does it go? That's how it goes. Wow, it goes like that. Robert's wrong. Robert's wrong.
I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong because Ferran Torres scored. Vamos.
This is not basketball. That's the way.
4-0 to Barça. Ferran Torres puts his name on the score sheet. And Barça scoring this second half. Camp Nou delighted. The build-up once again coming from the right. Ousmane Dembélé driving forward. Inside pass to Ferran Torres, who finishes the job. A hat-trick of assists for Ousmane Dembélé. A good finish by Ferran Torres through the legs of Unai Simon. Bruno.
Second league goal for Ferran Torres after the one he scored at the Santiago Bernabeu today, scoring his first goal of the season in the league at the Spotify Camp Nou. Absolutely on fire, Ferran Torres. And after this goal, Xavi has decided that the final change is going to be Pablo Torre. He's getting changed and he's going to play these last 15 minutes of the match.
Well, guys, Ferran Torres, who scored 2 goals in his last 3 games, fill the live chat with hearts for Ferran.
Yeah.
Fill the live chat with hearts for Ferran, who had a difficult start to the season, didn't have a pre-season because of the foot injury, and then has started many games off at the bench, and that's always complicated in terms of, like, you don't have as much playing time, but he's managed to score goals in his 2 of the last 3 games. So, fill the live chat with hearts for Ferran Torres.
Careful there.
Careful with Athletic Group running forward. Valde's going to deal with it again. Well
What
done,
again?
Alejandro Valde. Corner kick for Athletic Club.
Did we manage to do a manita this year? I'm lost.
We scored 5 against Victoria Pilsen, but we have not scored 5 yet
In the league,
in La Liga.
since
It can be a
2021
good
against
day.
Cádiz.
Yeah? It can
Or
be a...
Getafe, one or the other.
Al Camp Nou,
No,
Vallana. Número central, la grada. Vallana, Murada, header over the crossbar. Alcoran, Batagaba. Non preguntis per què. Davanti al suo supporter. Sempre t'animare. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Look at that. Spotify Camp Nou. Absolutely enjoying it. Vamos. Stegen playing in his own box. Is the substitution going to be immediate, Bruno?
Yes, yes. Pablo Torre is ready now. They are just waiting to an interruption of the game, and Pablo Torre will come on.
Okay. I want to see the little kid behind Bruno singing the Un Día de Partit song. Let's connect with Bruno again. I want to see the kid. I want to see the kid. Is he singing?
He's really focused on the game.
Oh, no, he's focused. He's not having any of it.
He will be a coach. He was...
Careful, they run by Ansu Fati.
Yeah, he was giving instructions now, pretty serious, focus in the game.
A moment of the substitution now. Pablo Torre is going to come on for Ousmane Dembélé, and now he's going to receive the ovation of the Spotify Camp Nou.
Applause. A round of applause for Ousmane Dembélé. Feel the light out with mosquitoes. Appreciation. Good then boost. 3 assists, 1 goal. Excellent contribution today from Ousmane Dembélé. Lots of mosquitoes on the live chat, please. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. But Barça have a corner kick as well, right? Let's stay focused here.
So Pablo Torre comes on, and his first action ever in La Liga
Is a goal?
is a corner kick. He's taking it.
Oh, he's taking it.
I believe, if I just saw it right.
Yes,
he sure
it's
is.
Pablo Torre.
I believe. Oh, the corner kick, the cross by Pablo Torre.
And let's see if he's going to play as a winger, because, well, has been replaced for Dembélé, and now the young Busquets and Kessie are in midfield. Interesting to see if he's going to play in the right wing, or I don't know, Xavi's going to do some tactical changes.
And now There's a foul on Yeray, yellow card for Eric Garcia. Round of applause, of course, for Ousmane Dembélé. Right, players interrupted. Let's go back to the study group. Because I want to ask all of those people who had exams the other day. One, are you watching us? Of course. Are you watching us? Because they might have watched on Thursday and not be watching now. Second, those exams, how did they go? How did they go, Kalim, Nkulu Keko, Rayman Faisal, Tang Boylian? Sorry if I'm butchering these. Belen Caraves, Shikor, Karishma. How did those exams go? Let Spencer know on the live chat. He'll be looking at those comments, see how they went. And does anyone else have upcoming exams this week?
I saw a couple.
Yeah?
Saw a couple.
I want to know, like, information. What's the exam? When you have it? Do you think you're going to pass? I always want to know the circumstances in which people watch us. 78th minute.
Camp Nou is enjoying.
Camp Nou is enjoying. Camp Nou wants a 5th goal.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And the quickness in which Barca right now are getting up and down the pitch, it's almost like, I mean, it's almost like they're playing futsal.
Yeah.
It's just, it's almost like they're on a court. It just goes really, really, really fast. I like this.
No comments on those exams?
I have 5 exams this week.
Whoa.
Jana.
Oh.
Which kind of exams?
This is 5 exams. Here's Coral Coda. I got an 89 in math and science, and my parents got kind of mad.
89 out of what?
80,
I assume 100.
And they got mad?
But that's good, no?
That's good, no? What standards are you performing at? Is that bad? 89 out of 100? Is it not out of 100?
I got 100 to 20.
Coral Coda, here's my advice, all right? Respect your parents, always. But don't overstress yourself. You'll be okay. 89's good. Don't worry.
I see a comment from Dreamash is, where can I listen to that Lewandowski jingle? Well, I mean, oh, no, sorry. Sorry, that was the wrong button.
We popped the net like Lewandowski. Dovski, El Marcaria dentro un bosque.
He scored.
Bosque, dalle al ballone che lo
Wasn't much of a bosque.
Bosque, we popped the
would be
net like
forest.
Lewandowski.
Desierto, yeah.
Noda says, I got math and science all tomorrow. Oh, good luck with that.
I took an exam and got 50%. 50 or 55?
56%. 56%.
Jason has a business finance exam Thursday.
I see a 48% on a math exam.
Coral Coda, my parents want me to get over a 90.
Oh, I mean, 89% is
yeah.
close enough, Coral's parents. I mean,
we can all be better.
We can all be better, but still. Bruno, what's going on?
There's a player down now for FC Barcelona. Let's see, because it's Ferran Torres in that clash. Yes, with Yuri.
Oof.
So, well, let's see, because he's receiving the support of his teammates now. The doctor's coming on, but Ferran seems to be okay. And now Marcos Alonso saying to the doctors, you can go back to the bench because Ferran is okay.
As long as he's okay, I think it's worth mentioning Hassi says that they have an Irish exam tomorrow.
It's quite difficult.
Is it Irish nationality or Irish
Or
English?
they just put like a pint of Guinness in front of you and say go.
Yeah.
I went 15 days to Ireland when I was teenager just to learn English, and I remember they tried to taught us Irish, and it's a completely different language. It's quite difficult.
Can you recover a comment? Did we have a birth yesterday? Tam 14, just a minute ago, or less than a minute ago. Says,
I got
had
my first son yesterday, Tam 14.
And you could
hearts rather than applauses. Hearts. Barca hearts. Carlton says, hey, is this a school chat or Barca chat? Let's stop talking about school guys. Hey, I like to know what our fans do in their non-Barca time. And the game is 4-0. There's not much going on. So, I mean, yeah, we can talk about Barca as well. And it's chill. Okay, wait a minute. Pablo Torre, out wide to Balde. Let's fulfill the wishes of those who want us to talk about Barca as well.
Okay.
Although I'm always happy to know what you're doing, guys.
Well, Pablo Torre is very much a midfielder, if that answers anybody's question.
Yeah. Eric Garcia, Marcos. I mean, we can do this, but it's just Barca players passing the ball around, or Busquets trying to feed it through. Oof, a collision there between Ferran and Unai Simon. All is good. All is good. 82nd minute, 4-0. The goal scored by Dembele, by Sergio Roberto, by Lewandowski, and then in the second half, Ferran Torres. I'd like an Ansu goal as well.
Did we get an update on Gavi?
He said he was all right, taking off precaution. Sergio Roberto with an excellent tackle there. Oh, and now he's hurt. Oh dear.
Careful with Eric. Now, yes, the doctor's coming on, really quickly. Problems on one of his shoulders.
Sergio Roberto,
Sergio Roberto, sorry. Let's see.
Has he dislocated his shoulder?
Yeah, he has.
Ooh.
And we saw it the other day.
I think he might have dislocated his shoulder. As he slid down.
Yeah, they are putting it in place.
It looks like they're popping it back into place. Ouch. Right, we've got the replay. He slides down. Oh, and he lands hard on his left arm, and then it gets left behind as the rest of his body drags along.
And
although it's a fantastic tackle. Huh?
Oof. It is a fantastic tackle, yes. It's a very good tackle.
On the face.
But, poor Sergio Roberto there.
This is, I think, the other day, Laia Codina from women's team had the same issue, and I think it's 6 weeks, he said.
Well, I mean,
it
depends on the degree of
severity
severity.
of the dislocation.
Oh, they're asking for the stretcher. Eric is asking for the stretcher, so is the referee.
Barca doesn't have any more subs.
No more subs. We don't have any more subs.
But I mean, it's incredible. I mean, Gavi and Sergio Roberto, two crucial players on Barca right now. At least Bellerin is little by little back, but I mean, I'm thinking, for example, on Wednesday's game, and I don't know if it's too early for Bellerin to make a start in such an important and demanding game like Bayern Munich. Roberto was informed today again with another great performance. Really unlucky FC Barcelona once again with the injuries, because when ones are getting back and recovered, now there are other ones that are going to be out. It's really unlucky FC Barcelona.
And there's nothing you can do with this. It's not muscular. It's just he falls down a bat, and it's the shoulder just getting out from place.
And both injuries for battling the ball, actually.
Yeah.
And credit to Sergio Roberto, who had an excellent performance today.
Yeah.
Very good.
Indeed, I had him in my top 3 players today.
I had him in my mind for top 3 players as well today.
Me too. I have it quite clear today. I think I think we can agree more or less. But
yeah, I've got 2 very clear. One
for the post, but
I have the 3 of them pretty clear.
Yeah,
I don't know the order yet of 2 of them.
I'm struggling to decide with the final one. I mean, one we'll all agree is the man of the match, and then the other 2. I'm hesitating a little bit, but poor Sergio Roberto, clear signs of pain there. 5 minutes remaining after a good tackle. He injures his left shoulder, and let's hope he can have a quick recovery, because he was performing very well.
But it looks still out, the shoulder.
Maybe they want to do it in the dressing room. He's been taken off on the buggy. Appreciation, love, applauses for Sergio Roberto, please.
Yeah, it's actually from the 2 doctors. One is back to the bench, of course, if something else happens. The other one went with Sergio Roberto in that corner.
Okay, well, Barca playing with 10 men now. Kessié is the de facto right back.
Did anybody have 4-0? Because
I think we had a 4-0, definitely.
Most
I think
likely
Mauri might have had a 4-0.
No, I think it was 3-0, Mauri.
Oh, 3-0? Okay.
We allow him to play, to Mauri?
Yeah, no, it was one of his conditions.
Okay.
When he left, he wanted to keep playing guest player. Don't think he's got one right yet, but...
Wait, 2 injuries. That puts a little damper on things. If I'm rating the game out of 10, it's the only reason I would go any lower.
Yeah. And this one also because Sergio Roberto had a difficult season last year. He has been performing really well, and I think today was his best match from the season. and that's unlucky. Like he was really in shape.
Very unlucky. Right, what do I have here? Ooh, some comments. Oh, some of the people who had exams. Good recovery by Valverde, who I think is going to be the third player on my ballot for man of the match. Oh, Ferran brings it down on his chest, cuts inside. He's got Ansu to his left. Ferran could go solo. Here he is, Ferran to Ansu. Ansu should have let the ball roll in front of Yeray. What a shame. Right, comments from...
yeah, a couple of those who I believe were a part of the study group.
Have you got it? Or
yeah. Ramadan said, I'm watching you guys. Always love you. The results are not in yet, but I'm sure it will be good. Perhaps tomorrow.
Good luck, Ramadan.
Well, the results in the league are not bad at all. We just won.
No, the results of the exam, Bruno.
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
All the best for you, for this fun.
And the other one, Spence?
Kaluleko said the exam went well, positive about the Barça result. Visca.
Good. Visca el Barça. Oh, Ter Stegen. Almost loses the ball there. This could be an Athletic Club goal. Oh, the save on the line by Eric Sanchez inside. And Barça clear it off the line again. Vamos!
Yes, team.
Vamos.
Wow.
Clean sheets are important. Clean sheets are important. And it is what a save, but not by Ter Stegen, by Eric Garcia. And now, the player who is fouled is Kessier, as he was making a run forward and a yellow card. 88th minute. We had one last round of comments. Can we do it with Spence? Santi? Can we do comments with Spence? Yes. Okay, Spence. Go.
I'm taking this with me. All right, let's see. Aram commented on the fact that I was hungry at halftime. It says, piece of bread is coming up in the next song. Thang Boylan, I sleep 3 hours on Barca match day. That's really unfortunate. But we're glad that you're with us. Merrick, I am a Pole and I have always supported Lewandowski and the team in which he is playing. Greetings from the Netherlands for fans and for commentators from the studio.
Greetings to the people in the Netherlands.
Yes, greetings. Elaine, this is why everybody plays defense, because if you try to play, you get smashed. Visca Barça. Zaid Algiran. Zaid Algiran. Hello, Spencer. Where are you from? By the way, your country is not going to win the World Cup.
Well, why do you ask where you're from if you already know the country?
Why you gotta kick us while we're down, man? Like,
Maybe because he's so confident that his country is going to win.
Just like which state? You're from the state of...
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, but dude, like the U.S., they're gonna do something in the World Cup. I hope, maybe, possibly, we'll see. And Max says, yeah, I think you all look very good with the red and blue hair. Y'all, that's nice and American. Y'all should have it all the time.
Thank you. Thank you for all the comments, all the positivity, guys. We like positive comments. We like talking about football, but we also like knowing about the people who watch us. Bruno, 3 minutes of added time, right?
Yes, we are in the last 3 minutes of the game, 3 minutes of stoppage time. Game is absolutely closed, and Barça will take 2 more points in the league. Will stay second in the standings, just 3 points below Real Madrid.
With 2 minutes and 15 seconds, guys, on the live chat. Thumb up if you think that Barça are going to score the 5th goal, or thumb down if you think they're not. Just very quick comment. Thumb up or thumb down. I'm going to go down. I don't think so, because we're one man down, and Athletic Club have the ball.
Yeah, and it's 2 minutes left, so I think we can deserve it for Wednesday.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to come over here. I'm sorry, Irati.
Well, there's 2 minutes left. We don't know yet.
I think it's fairly safe to cross out.
Oh, Carlton says I go to school every single day except Sunday.
Oh, we've got more comments from Barca Livers. This is when we ask, like, what are you doing apart from watching Barca? I go to school every single day except Sunday. Oh, that sounds...
also Saturday?
Unfair. Eating. I have holidays, working as an intern, lawyer in my non-Kool-Aid time. Oh, where? Nice. What speciality? Mac Lumbers, do the exams, otherwise you end up in a factory like me. Well, I mean...
Poor Mac.
Poor Mac. There's nothing wrong with working in a factory. Nothing wrong. Spence, you can...
Can I cross it out?
You can cross it. You can cross it out.
But you can put Irati Vidal Athletic Club, and it's in March.
No. You only get one
Yeah,
guess.
nice try. Yeah, no, we're crossing out the
You
curse
only
of the
get
free
one
kick.
shot.
You only get one shot, and you messed it up.
This is
That's
just a quick explanation, Spence.
Yeah, but Barca haven't scored a free kick since
Messi left.
since a long time ago. And
2nd of May of 2021.
thank you for the specific of that. So we have decided to guess when the next free kick will be scored. Irati tried to guess today because she wanted to find out if she was right or not very quickly. Others have more patience than that. So the next one up would be November 8th, Robert against Osasuna.
That's soon.
Bruno has December 31st, the first game back after the World Cup against Espanyol. And I have in the new year, January 21st against Getafe.
You could say that my bet is the Osasunist. The cross
man.
inside. Marcos Alonso heads it away.
That was worse than basketball.
Right, the end of the game. Barca win, and it is a 4-0 victory for Xavi's Barca at the Spotify Camp Nou. Goals scored by Ousmane Dembélé, Sergi Roberto Lewandowski, and Ferran Torres. 3 assists by Ousmane Dembélé, who LaLiga has awarded the MVP of the game award. Guys, solid win. Another clean sheet at the Spotify Camp Nou as well.
And another good performance of the team. It is clear that they close up that Black Week feelings, and everything is working out, like not only in attack, the defense, the midfielders, like everything is performing, and I think they take profit of the chances, things that were not happening maybe before, because in 10 minutes we closed the game in the first half, and then it came for the goal of Ferran. The only bad point is the injuries.
Yeah, I hope that those injuries aren't as severe as they look. The Sergio Roberto one certainly looks pretty severe. Hopefully Gavi can...
Well, look, we've got
Robert.
Gavi on our screens right now, and he's walking and he's saying, yeah, I'm fine.
He's walking a little gingerly, as you would as well in that situation. But all in all, 4-0, good result. I don't know if anybody got the score right.
Well, let's check. By the way, you can, on the live chat, let us know. From 1 to 10, did you like the game? Rate the game. Is it a 10 out of 10? Is it a 9 out of 10? An 8 out of 10? I mean, what do you need for it to be a 10 out of 10? 4-0 is a fairly good game. So let us know on the live chat. In the meantime, let's go over the score predictions, because Barca outscored mine by 1. Nobody in the studio or Bruno got it right. And are there any 4-0s?
There's the 4-1.
No confetti popping.
In fact, Luis would have been able to do it if that shot hadn't been saved off
by
the
Eddie
line.
Garcia, but I'm happy that he saved it, because it's another clean sheet. Aida also had a 4-1, and Santi had a 4-2, but I mean, 2 is too many. Right, well, no confetti popping this time to celebrate that we got the prediction right. We continue on our bad run of predictions, even though Irati did get it right the other day.
Yeah.
And Sergio Roldan. But have to be next time on Wednesday. We are going to move over to Barca TV Plus for highlights, reactions, and analysis. So switch over there if you want to continue with us and learn more about what happened in this 4-0 win at the Spotify Camp Nou, this win against Athletic Club. Switch over to Barca TV Plus, guys.